Coming into tonight, it is a matchup between two longtime rivals here in Northwest Ohio. It is game number 52 in the football series. Edgerton has doubled up Edon over the years, 34-17. Edon, however, has won the last two games in the series. Edgerton last defeated Edon back in 2022. Both these teams are coming off playoff years from a season ago. Edgerton went 6-5 on the year, 4-3 in the GMC. They lost to Mohawk in the opening round a season ago, while Edon finished 9-2, 3-1, and a second straight second place finish in the TAC. They were the number 5 seed in the postseason in Division 7, and then were ousted by Macomb in the opening round, 28-14. Just getting started on a Friday night here on the AG Irrigation pregame show. We'll step out. We'll come back and talk about both these teams. In fact, we'll have conversations about Edon and Edgerton presented by Brian Ford Lincoln. That is on the way next. Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton, Ohio at Stauffer Field, and evidently everybody was so excited to get me on the air. We even kept me on the air during commercial break. Brand new boards, state-of-the-art boards in the studio. So the guy out here needs to learn to just kind of shut his pie hole, evidently, until everything is taken care of back there. So, lesson, thank you to, I know we have 4 listeners. I got 4 text messages letting me know I was on the air during the commercial break from time to time. We'll work it out. This is what happens 13, 14 weeks removed from a fire and you're working out of the trailer, right? This is what happens. All right, let's talk about both these teams and what was lost, what is coming back. It's our conversation about Edon and Edgerton, brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln, where right now you can take advantage of some terrific savings on both new and used vehicles, and they have an assortment of used vehicles at great savings the next 10 days at Brian Ford Lincoln. Edgerton, 13 returning starters from last year's 6-5 playoff team. They have a third-year quarterback. That right there is an edge over Edon just on paper. Maddox Baker, 1,727 yards throwing last year and 18 touchdowns. He also rushed for 233 yards and 5 touchdowns a season ago. They did lose Scotty Krantz, who had 46 receptions for 706 and 7 touchdowns, plus 387 rushing yards for Krantz, and he averaged 23 yards per punt and per kick as well, kickoff return. So a big weapon in all facets of the game. Joel Walkup was a 900-yard rusher with a dozen touchdowns. Corey Herman caught 27 passes for 277. Now, what's back for Edgerton? Kellen Sanchez in his 25 grabs for 322 and 3 touchdowns. Carter Gibson caught 39 passes for 525 and 5 touchdowns. Also, offensive line up front. 3 starters are back in Flowers, Schrader, and Leppelmeyer as well. But one thing that Brody Flagel says they are still searching for is more consistency. It was still up and down a season ago. How about 9-2 Edon? Well, they have to replace, this is the way it goes in high school sports, 10 seniors are gone from last year's team, including a trio of kids that were all Ohio honorees in some way, shape, or form. Kyler Sapp, Max Radebaugh, and Cohen Hulbert. Kyler Sapp, a 3-year starter. Before that, it was Drew Gallahue, a 4-year starter. So 7 years with 2 quarterbacks. And now it'll be Briggs Gallahue who will be inserted, not under center, but in that spread offense and in the shotgun mode. Kyler threw for 2,882 yards and 39 touchdowns and only 8 picks a season ago. Kendall Brigle, back at wide receiver, caught 60 for 751 and 10 touchdowns. Eli Dickman, who was a D3 state qualifier in 300-meter hurdles, in track, caught 27 passes for 343 and 3 touchdowns. You also throw in Gage Nestor, Caden Stantz with some experience. Max Radebaugh was the number 1 receiver, 64 catches for 942 and 10 touchdowns. Hulbert, the leading tackler for the team, is gone. He also caught 33 balls for 414 and 8 touchdowns, and they lost Colton Willis, who caught 20 for 212 and 3 touchdowns. Always a high-powered offense under Bob Olwin wherever he has been. They averaged 39 a game last season, but were much better on defense, giving up just 16 points per game on the season. We mentioned both teams advanced to the postseason last year and both lost in the opening round. That's a conversation about both these teams, Edgerton and Edon, as we roll on. And that conversation brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln. Take advantage of those new and used vehicle savings right now at Bryan Ford Lincoln. More to come on the AG Irrigation pregame show on this sun-splashed Friday night. We'll have more from Edgerton when we come back.
Hi, this is Tammy Bergman with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Andrews O'Neill & Lowe has cared for our neighbors for a century. We believe when communities are strong, everyone benefits. From your family to your assets, your employees to your business. We're proud to partner with Central Insurance to protect what matters most to you, because you are what matters most to us. Here's to the next 100 years of delivering on our promise to provide peace of mind on good days and when facing the unexpected. Learn more at AndrewsO'NeillandLowe.com.
At Edon Farmers Co-op, with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier, they're more than just your neighborhood country store. They're here to make your life easier. They carry a complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, bird food, and outdoor products. Plus, they offer Land O'Lakes feed, seed treatment, grain storage and drying, fertilizer, soil sampling, and top-notch feed mill services. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff is always ready to help, and they'll even carry your items to the car. Edon Farmers Co-op, trusted by neighbors like you. Stop by today.
The local fairs are here, and the Bryan Home Center is bringing the deals to you. Stop by their booth and check out the incredible Poly furniture, built to last, no maintenance, and perfect for your outdoor space. Plus, see the latest in quality flooring to transform your home. And here's the big one. When you visit, you can sign up for the drawing to win up to 2,000 square feet of flooring free. That's right, free flooring for your home just for stopping by. Don't miss out. Bryan Home Center at your local area fairs, where style, comfort, and huge giveaways meet.
Andy Brigle back with you at the newly minted Roger Stroop press box, dedicated tonight here at Stauffer Field in Edgerton, Ohio. Roger Stroop, a longtime Edgerton athletics supporter and resident who passed away in the not too recent past, but they dedicated the press box in his honor tonight, and a beautiful night for that. Let's meet the starting lineups for this game, being brought to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. When Edon has the ball, and by the way, Edon will have the ball to start the game. Edgerton won the toss and deferred to the second half. The starting quarterback is Briggs Gallahue. Starting at the wide receiver position is Kendall Brigle. At the Z is Eli Dickman. At the A is Caden Stantz. And sharing the Y receiver role, Lincoln Keese and Landon Reitzel. Up front, the tackles are Devin Hoffman and Grant Reed. The guards are Arison Rodriguez and Trent Buck. And manning the middle of that line is Danny Avila Garcia. Defensively for Edgerton, who of course will be on that side of the ball to begin the game tonight, the three-man front is Noah Weaver, Ty Leppelmeyer, and Bryce Schrader. Four linebackers are Miles Baker, Jackson Flower, Carter Gibson, and Orlando Puente. The corners are Maddox Baker and Parker Eldon, and the safeties are Caden Sinclair and Kellen Sanchez. And by the way, we didn't mention and should have mentioned when Edgerton, we were talking about Edgerton and what they lost from a season ago. They lost a good chunk of that secondary, so going to get some tests tonight from Edon and those wide receivers. And the leading interceptor in our immediate area was Braden Leppelmeyer, who picked off an incredible 11 passes a season ago. So that was something that needed to be mentioned in terms of what Edgerton lost defensively from a season ago. Those are your starting lineups for tonight. They are brought to you each and every game night by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. The Farmers and Merchants State Bank Game Changers and game-changing moments coming up when we return. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon is proud to announce they've become a full-service insurance agency, taking care of all of your insurance needs now. Best Insurance and Financial Services has been handling life and health insurance along with your investment needs for over 40 years. And now they're able to offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and farm insurance needs. They can also protect your RV, ATV, and boat. To find out more information, just head to best-ins.net or phone 419-272-2888. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon, wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Fender benders, collisions, and accidents happen every day. But where are you going to go to fix your vehicle? Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance. Batten Stevens works on every type of car, domestic and foreign. Whether you need a small repair or major collision work, Batten Stevens state-of-the-art equipment can handle any job. Free estimates and loaner cars are available too. Batten Stevens Body Shop. Come in with confidence. Drive out with satisfaction.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication, and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Welcome back here to the AG Irrigation pregame show here tonight. Time now for our Game Changers, presented by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. Discover the money-saving benefits of a new kind of checking account. With the Bundler by F&M, you can save money on the things you've already paid for, while still getting all the features you expect from a checking account. Think of it as your financial playbook, packed with exclusive benefits and savings right at your fingertips. Don't get sidelined. Score big time today with the Bundler at your local F&M or fm.bank, member FDIC. So Game Changers tonight, I think if you're talking individually for Edgerton, it's Maddox Baker and the pass run game. A multiple-year starter. He exudes quickness. He's a gamer. Had that high percentage passing last season. Really did a great job in jumping from his sophomore to junior season last year in percentage. So can he continue to get the ball to his weapons and test this Edon defense that also lost a lot of those kids that we mentioned that were all Ohio kids offensively, defensively as well? For the Bombers, what will Bob Olwin do tonight to ease in, not young in terms of his class, he's a senior, but young in terms of experience in quarterbacking, Briggs Gallahue into the system? Bob always likes to dink and dunk anyways underneath to kind of get things going. Will we see more of that? Will Briggs take some shots down the field? It's kind of an interesting chess match, and you get into week one, it's all bets are off because you're coming off of a couple of scrimmages, and there are teams like Liberty Center and Patrick Henry. I mean, we know what they're bringing to the table, but teams like Edon, for example, losing all of those senior starters, what are they going to be as this night unfolds and the season unfolds? Edgerton, I think, a little bit more of a known quantity with more of that experience back. So just an interesting chess match that will unfold here this evening. That is your F&M Bank Game Changer for tonight. The Farmers and Merchants State Bank. Score big today with a Bundler at your local F&M or fm.bank, member FDIC. That's going to do it for our AG Irrigation pregame show for tonight. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and water when needed. That is all from AG Irrigation as we welcome them aboard here to our coverage of high school sports throughout the season. Let's talk coaches. Brody Flagel now in his 6th season at the controls of Edgerton, 24 and 26 as a head coach. Jumping, more recently, they were a 2-8 team back in 2023 to the playoffs last season, lost to Mohawk in the first round. Bob Olwin, the Hall of Fame Bob Olwin. He'll be heading into the Ohio High School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame induction ceremony coming up in 2026. 250 career wins. His 47th season overall in coaching, 6th season at Edon. So just a little bit more on the coaching situation. It is a Edgerton-Edon series. As we mentioned, if you missed it at the top, it is game number 52 in the series. Edgerton leads overall 34-17. Edon has won the last 2 games in the series. Your officials working this game, and overall a pretty young crew here tonight. Herbert Burtz, Demetrius Jones, Sean Morrison, Robert Pullman, Isaac Beringer, and Jacob Whedon are your officials working tonight's game here this evening. This is week number 1 of the high school football season. We are so glad that you could spend part of your night with us here tonight. You couldn't ask for a better late August night. We begin in the 70s, the upper 70s, but for the most part, a very low humidity. We will remain in the 70s as the night wears on. We've had a lot of these opening night games where it feels like temperature in the mid to upper 90s, but that is not the case here in this one tonight. It is, as we said, Edon getting the football first, as Edgerton won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. They are in their all maroon uniforms with the maroon or the yellow trim, the gold trim, if you will, and white trim. Edon in there, all whites with the blue trim. It will be Parker Eldon, the senior place kicker, getting it lined up on the tee. Field here in Edgerton is in tremendous shape. So hats off to the crew here. It is a standing room only crowd for Edon Edgerton, as you would anticipate. Bombers will have Caden Stantz as the deep man, standing just inside his 20. Eldon checks right, checks left, and folks, off we go from Stauffer Field, and 2025 is underway. It'll be an over-the-shoulder grab made by Gage Nestor, whose momentum took him out of bounds on the near sideline, and it is a drive that will begin pretty much at the 20-yard line, it looks like here, to start this game. Edon will be moving right to left here in this opening half of football. They will immediately go to that familiar, at least 4 wide. Let's see if it's full 5 wide. I wanted to see if there is a running back in the backfield. There is not, so it is a 5 wide look. It is 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Hash mark to the near side. Trips to the right. Twins to the left. That twin receiver set to the short side of the field. Gallahue with a 4-man front staring at him, but only 2 down linemen, a couple of edge rushers, a couple of backers are coming, and it'll be Gallahue pounding his way forward for a yard or 2 on the carry. He'll be stopped by Bryce Schrader, a 5'11" senior for Edgerton, who will hold Gallahue to a minimal gain of 1 on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Again, Edon right to left, 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Again, a 4-man front for Edgerton. It'll be Gallahue to throw his first varsity pass. Slings it over the middle. It is incomplete. Wanted the seam route with Eli Dickman, but Edgerton had great coverage. Carter Gibson was the closest man. So it will be a 3rd and long here for the Bombers at their own 21-yard line. Ball resting in the middle of the field here in this one. So it will be 3rd and 9. Receivers left, trips to the right side. Same formation defensively, 4-man front. And Edgerton going to send their backers on a blitz. Gallahue throws an out route. It's incomplete. Wanted Kendall Brigle in the flat, but nobody home, and it's a 3 and out for the Edgerton Bulldog defense, as they had bracketed coverage that time. Gallahue will stay on and punt it away. Going deep for Edgerton will be Caden Sinclair. Actually, it'll be Kellen Sanchez who will be the deepest man, back near his own 45-yard line. Good-looking stoppage of things by that Edgerton defense to force the 3 and out. A high snap. Gallahue goes high to get it, spirals it down the field, and Sanchez says get away from it. It will roll to a dead stop at the 37-yard line. So a 42-yard punt, and no return. And now the Edgerton offense comes out for the first time in the 2025 season here, moving left to right. Line of scrimmage for Edgerton will be at their own 38-yard line with a first down and 10 lined up. Maddox Baker will bring that offense out, looking for more explosive things from this offense this year. And as you may have heard in our AG Irrigation pregame show, more consistency from the Bulldogs. They'll empty the backfield and go trips to the left, twins to the right. Edon with a four-man front. Man goes in motion. That's in Sinclair to the far side. Bellying it and running it is going to be Baker. 45-50, stretches it near midfield. Has about 11 on the run before he is wrestled down on the play by Briggs Gallahue. But a good-looking start to things for Edgerton on the Maddox Baker run for 11. That was a zone read play for Baker and the offense. So first and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Moving left to right. Just over a minute into this one. No score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Wing and a receiver to the left. Wing to the left side, or receiver to the left side. And a run up the middle for Kellen Sanchez. He'll burrow his way down to the 46-yard line. Have about 5 on the play before he is tackled on the play by Briggs Gallahue. Came up from that secondary spot, kind of a rover spot back there to bring him down. Second down and 5. Edgerton penetrates into Edon territory for the first time. They'll stack 4 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right side. Baker, a quarterback draw. Baker zigzags his way for a first down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Devin Hoffman, a 5'11", 224-pound senior, will bring him down, but not before he'll rumble for 6 and pick up a first down. First and 10 Bulldogs at the 40-yard line. Nose of the football is touching the Edon 40-yard line. Good-looking drive to start the 2025 season. 2 receivers go left with a wing to the left. They'll stack 2 receivers to the right, so it's an empty backfield. Sinclair on a jet sweep is going to be hit in the backfield. Great job reading the play. Corbin Olds comes home to get Sinclair for a loss of 4 on the play. So Caden Sinclair losing yardage. And it will be second down and 14. Olds read that beautifully. A drive that began for Edgerton at their own 38. Has them at the Edon 44. 9:20 to play, first quarter. Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. There is no score. A halfback on either side of Baker. Play action fake. Baker wants to throw. It's an out route. It's caught. Gibson has it as he carved out some space. A little nudge to carve out that space to get Stance and also Gallahue off of him. It's a pitch and catch for 29 yards on the play and a first down for Edgerton. That was the first throw of the night and a great grab for Sinclair and 29 yards. First and 10 as they get to the line of scrimmage quickly. Trips to the right, single receiver left. Man goes in motion. Sanchez to the far side. Puente is the only running back in the backfield, but it's Baker who tries to battle his way for positive yardage and does so. Trent Buck grabbed him, but Baker kept on pulling him for a couple of yards down to the 24-yard line. 3 carries, 19 yards already for Maddox Baker here in this opening drive. He is a dual threat quarterback. They empty the backfield again. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers and a wing to the right side. On a second down and 9 to go. Baker wants to throw, looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Good Edon coverage that time on the play. Coverage applied by Parker Moyer as it falls incomplete. Through that one, kind of a flag route into double coverage and getting away with it. So you wonder, although Eldon does have a good leg, is it 4-down territory? From where it is at, I think it would be Parker's range. It'd be about a 32-yard field goal if they don't gain any more yardage. But let's see what happens here on 3rd and 9. Sinclair in motion. They fake the sweep, and now they'll throw an out route back to the right. Great coverage Stance as he denies the receiver just inside the 5-yard line. Trying to hit Carter Gibson on the play. perfectly played by Sanchez to bat it away, and now it will be 4th down and 9, and it appears the offense is going to stay out there. A big early moment in this game. 9th play of the drive. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Edon jumped too soon into the neutral zone, and Edgerton's going to steal 5 yards on the play. So from 4th and 9, it goes to 4th and 4. Penalties, one thing you keep an eye on in week 1. Who's the most disciplined? You also want to keep an eye on cramping situations as well. So now, 4th down and 4 from the 9-yard line. And they keep the offense obviously still out there with a trips formation to the left. Baker flush to the right. Got a man wide open. Sinclair makes the catch. It's a 1st down and goal down to the 2-yard line. If it could have been on target, it would have been a touchdown because nobody was around him. But the ball thrown a little bit behind him. Sinclair now with 2 catches on the day for 36 yards as that got him down to the 2. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Baker with Puente in the backfield. Baker with a quarterback sweep to the right. Got a caravan hit and then powers his way into the end zone for a touchdown, Edgerton. Maddox Baker, a 2-yard touchdown run, and the Bulldogs with an impressive drive to start this football season. They came up big on 4th down to keep the drive alive. It ends up being a 62-yard drive. And now Eldon on for the extra point out of the hold of Mason Eldon, his brother. 7:57 to play, opening quarter. Snap, spot, kick is on the way, and it is good. New score, first score of the season on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton 7, Edon nothing on B-Rock Sports.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture, and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Andy Brigle back with you at Stauffer Field in Edgerton. We're in the Roger Stroop press box. By the way, I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my Friday night partner for 14 seasons, the Foz, Mike Bum. You heard nobody with me. That's going to be the case. The Foz has entered into retirement phase, I guess for lack of a better word. He's the girls basketball coach, continues to stay on there at Montpelier, and now an empty nester and wants the freedom of Friday night. So it's sayonara, Ange. And that's where the Foz is. We're going to miss him. Miss him tonight. Going to miss him every Friday night here throughout the course of the season. But what a way to start this thing. If you're an Edgerton fan in particular, what a way to start. 10 plays, 62 yards on a Maddox Baker 2-yard TD run. Capped everything off to get them on the board here first. And now Edon going to try to answer after a 3-and-out to begin their season. A deep kick from Eldon that is going to bounce and roll into the end zone for a touchback. And Edon will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Coverage of high school football tonight between Edon and Edgerton being brought to you in part by Yarger Flegel Investments. Let their team create investment strategy that is tailored to you. Call Tom, Lynn, or Shelley today at 419-298-2000 for a free consultation. 1st and 10, Edon moving right to left here. Ball resting in the middle of the field at the 20-yard line. Gallahue with an empty set. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Again, a 4-man front for Edgerton. Not showing blitz, it looks like, from the backers. Now a late blitz comes. A crossing route that's going to be caught by Brigle with running room. 30, 34-yard line. And it will be a 1st down pickup. Safe pass route there. That gets 14 on the play for Kendall Brigle, that top receiver coming back. Actually, we'll call it 13 on the pass play as they'll spot it at the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Trips to the left, twins to the right, little bubble screen, and it's Brigle again at the 30. 35, lowers the shoulder, powers his way out to the 41-yard line, running over the top of Carter Gibson to get 8 more yards on the pass play. and a first down, or just short of a first down, I beg your pardon. So 2nd down and 2 from their own 41. Nearing the 7-minute mark left in this first quarter. 7-0 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Deuces to the right and left. It'll be Nestor who will get his first carry of the season, and he will make his way up to the 44-yard line to get 3. Freshman Miles Baker will bring him down on the play. Gage Nestor kind of in that role of a Cohen Hulbert from last season. So 1st down and 10 for the Bombers out at their own 44. Their first down of the game. Hash mark near side. Empty backfield. 5 wide look. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. 3 down linemen for Edgerton. Gallahue to throw. Pumps it near side. Sanchez caught and then fumbled it. It is going to be Edgerton who scoops it up. Stance secured it and then was turning upfield. It's Jackson Flower with the recovery of the fumble, and Edgerton will take over in plus territory. That was a gain of 3 officially. And then Stance, I'm not sure who punched it loose, but I do know it was Jackson Flower who recovered it. And now a drive for Edgerton that will begin at the Edon 43-yard line with a 1st down and 10. And the first mistake of the night is Edon's. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Deuces right and left. 1 running back, that is Puente, the left halfback, standing next to Baker on this 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. I said 43, but it's the 48. Baker over the middle, got a man wide open. It's the back, Puente, who is taken down at the 34-yard line, sandwiched there by Parker Moyer and Corbin Olds, but on target is Maddox Baker, and Puente with the grab for the 1st down. So Puente out of that backfield did a great job of finding a seam over the middle. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 35. Sinclair in motion to the far side. They fake the jet sweep. Baker runs off the right side. Baker twisting his way down to the 32-yard line. Jacob Steffes will bring him down. They'll mark him actually at the 31. So it's a run of 4 on the play for Baker. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Edgerton at the Edon 31-yard line. Montpelier 6 and Antwerp nothing. About midway through the first quarter in that one. 1 receiver to the left, 1 receiver and a wing to the right. Sanchez is in the backfield with Baker. Sanchez gets the call. A little dart to the left and jump cut back to the right before he's brought down at the 29-yard line. That tackle made by Corbin Olds. But Sanchez has 2 on the carry. His 2nd carry, he is 7 yards rushing. Coming down towards 5 minutes to play, opening quarter, 7-0 Edgerton on the move here again, trying to take advantage of the fumble. 3 receivers stacked to the left, 1 receiver to the right. It will be a 3rd and 4, and a sweep with Baker off the left side, powers his way down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Needed 4 yards and picked up 5 before Kendall Brigle over there brings him down on the play. So a 1st down for Edgerton and Maddox Baker. He has it at the 24-yard line. 1st down and 10. Puente, a left halfback. Sanchez, a right halfback. Play action fake to Puente. Rolling right now is Baker. Flushed and on the move, just throws it away. And there's a marker down at the 20-yard line. I think we're going to get maybe a defensive hold on Edon. We are. It was prior to the pass, and a hold on the Edon secondary will give Edgerton some yardage here as Baker was flushed out of the pocket. Baker has already run for 30 yards on the ground and has thrown for 50 yards. So a good start to this thing for Maddox Baker. Penalty will give them a 1st down at the Edon 14-yard line. Moving left to right, hash mark to the far side. 7-0 Edgerton. 4 1/4 to play in the first quarter here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll send a couple of receivers both ways here in this double twins look. Orlando Puente in the backfield as the right halfback. Baker surveys, brings Sanchez in motion to the near side of the formation. Baker awaiting the snap. Plenty of time on the play clock, and now Brody Flegel wants a timeout. 4:25 left first quarter. 7-0 Edgerton with a lead over Edon on B-Rock Sports.
Bryan Home Center is coming to the local fair. Check out their beautiful poly furniture and flooring displays, and don't miss your chance to sign up for the drawing to win up to 2,000 square feet of flooring free. Stop by the Bryan Home Center booth at the local county fairs, see the styles, feel the quality, and maybe take home the floor of your dreams.
Andy Brigle back with you. Another score update. Patrick Henry overpowering Hicksville. Midway through the first, it's already 21-0 Patrick Henry. PH, another really good team, and that's even with losing Lincoln Krager, who is on the Northwestern campus and playing football there as a linebacker for Northwestern. I'm not sure if he's going to play, but he is listed as that in his freshman season. But Bill Inselman also heading into the Hall of Fame next year in Bob Olwyn's class. That's a mismatch tonight. They are going to pick your score in that one over Hicksville. Hicksville thinks they're going to be a little bit better, but you're not going to see much of the possible improvement tonight against that team from Hamler, Deschler, and Patrick Henry. By the way, Liberty Center, then Patrick Henry picked by the coaches. PH picked up a first-place vote in that coaches' voting, so it wasn't unanimous for Liberty Center. All right, out of the Edgerton timeout, they've got trips to the left, a receiver to the right. Sanchez comes in motion to the near side, so it'll be two receivers here to the right side on a 1st and 10 at the 14. Baker wants to throw, out route towards the end zone, and a one-hand attempt not hauled in by Sanchez. It's incomplete. Gallahue was stride for stride on that far side. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Edgerton at the 14 of Edon. Opening night next week will be at Apache Field, a great showdown between Fairview and Delta for week number 2. Paulding has taken a 13-0 lead in their opener. Quarterback draw for Baker up the gut. Baker trying to move the pile and gets down to about the 13-yard line. Good for about a yard on the play. Braden Worley, one of the top 2 or 3 tacklers on the team, made that stop. By the way, the Paulding lead is over Swanton tonight. Going to be another long year, I think, in Swanton Bulldog country. So it'll be a 3rd down, and let's call it 8 for Baker and this offense. 3rd and 8 from the 12-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Running an option and a toss to Sanchez. 15, 10, great downfield block, cut back 5, stretches, can't get there, I don't think. I think they're going to mark him short at the 2-yard line. Sanchez gets 10 on the run, and with a mobile quarterback like Edgerton has, you don't see the option called a lot in high school football in the era of the spread, but a good call for Baker with his running ability. And he'll keep it this time, running off the right side and is into the end zone untouched for his 2nd touchdown, and Edgerton's 2nd touchdown of the night, a Baker 2-yard TD run, his 2nd 2-yard TD run of the season and the game, and the Bulldogs have a 2-score lead just like that as they cash in on the Edon turnover to make it 13-0. Liberty Center has a 7-0 lead on Tenora early on there. Parker Eldon is on for the PAT now here in this one. Extra point is on the way, and it is good. 3:26 to play, opening quarter. New score on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton 14, Edon nothing. This is high school football for week 1 on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fry starting every fall baseball throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Andy Brigle with you here at Stauffer Field in Edgerton as that sun begins its descent here over Northwest Ohio. We're at the Roger Stroop press box facility here at Stauffer Field. Edgerton out to a 14-0 advantage as the run-up and kick will be fielded at the 7 by Stantz. 10, 15, 20. Little skip to the left, cut back to the right. Scats his way across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Good solid return for Stantz. Sinclair brought him down on the play. Well, a great job by Edgerton. They go 9 plays and 48 yards on that last scoring drive. Baker's second 2-yard TD run of the night. And now it'll be 1st and 10 for Edon, needing to do something here after turning it over on the second possession of the night. Briggs Gallahue has 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left side. Edgerton bringing a blitz. It's a jailbreak screen for Brigle, and he'll be submarined down by Sanchez at the 34-yard line. A short pickup of 3 on the play for Edon. That will be the 3rd catch of the game for Brigle, now for 24 yards. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Bombers as they hurry to the line of scrimmage. They have it at their own 24, ball middle of the field. Trips to the left, deuces to the right side, empty backfield. 3 down linemen now for Edgerton. They're dropping 8 in coverage. It's Gallahue to throw. Gallahue looks, wanted a screen, far side not there, now tucks and run, 30, 35, 40. Good run by Briggs Gallahue, stretches it across the 40 to the 43-yard line. He'll collect 9 before he's collected on the play. That time by Edgerton defensively. It was Puente coming up to make the stop. So that run out to the 43-yard line is good enough for a 1st down for the Bulldogs, or for the Bombers, I should say, after that pickup of 8. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line, their own 43. 3 receivers right, 2 to left, empty backfield. Coming in motion will be make that Dickman for Edon. Gallahue, plenty of time, looks, flush to the right, still looking, dumps over the middle, sliding grab made by Kendall Brigle at the 45-yard line, and that will be a gain of 12 on the play, and a 1st down. Great job buying time by Briggs Gallahue there to keep the play alive. A couple of positive plays now for Edon as they take their first trip into Edgerton territory. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 45. Trips to the left, twins to the right side, empty backfield. Gallahue, little roll to the left side. Under pressure is going to be brought down by Sinclair. He did get a couple of potential lost yards back as he'll be tackled at the 49, so it will be only a -4. But a great job by Caden Sinclair fighting off the edge on the near side to bring him down. Coming down on a minute to play in the opening quarter. It's 14-0 Edgerton. Edon with a 2nd and 14 at the Edgerton 49. Again, a 5-wide look. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Back to throw is Gallahue against a 4-man rush. Fires over to the far side and sails it over Dickman's head. Coverage by Carter Gibson on the play. And that will bring up a 3rd and long here for this Edon offense at the Edgerton 49-yard line. 14-0 now, Liberty Center with the lead over Tenora. That's still in the opening quarter of play. So 3rd and 14. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Gage Nestor, the running back. Play clock down at 9. He'll bring Nestor in motion to the near side, will Gallahue. Gallahue wants to throw. Little screen out to Sanchez and isn't going to get anything. Miles Baker read it gorgeously. Now a late flag comes in. It's a loss of 3 on the pass play. Did he get any face mask potentially? It was near where the tackle was, or was it where the blocking was happening right now? Now they're going to talk to Brody Flagel, I think, to see what they want to do. So it must be a penalty against Edon. If they take the play, it's a loss of 3, and it's 4th and 17, and that's exactly what they're going to do. No reason to take the penalty. That's a pass play of -3 on the play, and that's what it was, a hold at the point of attack. So now 4th down, back at their own 48-yard line. It's 4th down and 17 for Edon as the clock winds, and we're at 50 seconds left in this opening quarter of play, and obviously Bob Olin now has to punt it away. Had a good-looking start to the drive, and then back-to-back negative plays. Going deep will be Sanchez to receive this punt near his 15-yard line. Gallahue sends it away, end over end. Sanchez with a grab at the 16 and then stumbles and falls forward to the 17. Kendall Brigle was there to cover him up, but that's where Edgerton will have it, 1st and 10 with 29 seconds left in this opening quarter. We'll keep it right here. Coverage of high school football tonight being brought to you in part by Yarger Flagel Investments. Experience the difference with Yarger Flagel Investments. Call Tom Lynn or Shelley at 419-298-2000 to schedule a free consultation. Line of scrimmage for Edgerton will officially be their own 17-yard line. So a 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Baker going to send 2 receivers both ways. Puente will be in the backfield as the running back to the left of Baker. He has been a true dual threat tonight, Maddox has. Sinclair in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep, 20, 25, or make it 22-yard line before he'll be collared there by Gallahue and company. It'll be a run of officially 4 on the play. And that will probably bring us, it definitely now will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Great start to this one for Edgerton. Edon had a moment or two, but consistency and production belongs to Edgerton after 12 minutes of football. Score after 1 on opening night in Edgerton. Edgerton 14, Edon nothing. This is high school football coverage on B-Rock Sports.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton, Ohio at Stauffer Field. We're in the Roger Stroop press box. Bulldogs off to a 14-0 lead. A pair of 2-yard TD runs for Maddox Baker to provide the scoring tonight for the Bulldogs here in this one. They have a 2nd down and 6, Edgerton does, coming up at their own 21-yard line. 1st and 10, or make that 2nd and 6, I beg your pardon. I was going to say hash mark to the near side is the line of scrimmage. They'll move right to left. Van Wert has a 7-0 lead on Bryan tonight. That game on our sister station, 96.5. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. They want to throw the route down the field, a little one-on-one, and Gibson battling with Sands, and a marker is down. A lot of hand fighting on that far side. Who's the penalty marker going on? They both were pushing and shoving and grinding on the far side on just a straight go route down the field. Pass interference. It's going against Edon. And Bob Olin, the Hall of Fame coach, not happy with that. He's pleading his case that says Gibson was shoving as much down the field. That will bring things all the way up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So it'll be a first down and 10 now for this Edgerton offense at their own 36. We are just underway in quarter number 2. 14-0, Edgerton with a lead on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Baker getting the hand signals in from his head coach, Brody Flagel. Terrific quarterback in his own right. Took Edgerton to the playoffs as a player back in the day. 4-down lineman for Edon. 2 receivers both ways for Edgerton. Puente the backfield as the lone setback. Sanchez in motion. Sanchez, they fake the sweep to him. Baker on the keep. Baker at the 36 will be hammered to the turf. Good job that time coming up. Kendall Brigle playing his secondary spot beautifully, holding Baker to no gain on the play. That's the first time it has been no gain for Baker. He has no negative yardage rushes on the night. Second down and 10 for Edgerton at their own 36-yard line. Hash mark near side is the spot of the football. 1 receiver and a wing to the near side to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Sanchez gets the call running right side. 35-40, got a little daylight. Now uses some strength and runs for 10 as he stretches it out to the 46-yard line, pulling a tackler or 2 with him on the play. Rodriguez brought him down, or check that, it was Buck that brought him down, but it's enough to move the sticks for Kellen Sanchez, his second 10-yard run of the game, and it'll be first and 10 Edgerton at their own 46-yard line. A critical moment in this football game, or critical drive in this game. Edgerton winning up front. Edgerton winning 14-0. Edon can't go down 3 scores here in the first half. Back to throw. Lots of time. Slings over the middle. It should have been intercepted. Parker Moyer had it in his mitts, and I think he was seeing grass and wanted the touchdown on the pick 6, but he forgot to put it in the basket, and Edgerton lives for another drive. Another play on the drive as it falls incomplete. Wow! No Bulldog in the vicinity. It was all Moyer, and he just didn't look it in. So it'll be third down and 10 now from the 46-yard line. Back to throw is Baker. Quarterback draw, going nowhere. That time it was Rodriguez who slammed him down on the play. Loss back to the 42-yard line. Now it will be a negative play for Maddox Baker. Back to the 42-yard line. I had said it was third down. That was second down. Now it is third down and long. My mistake. Apologies there. So now a third down, and let's call it 14 for Edgerton. First time they have been in this kind of long territory. 3rd and 14 at the 42. Baker empties the backfield. 3 receivers and a wing to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Baker with 6 on the play clock. Brody Flagel wants a timeout. 9:58 left, first half of football. Your score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard: Edgerton 14, Edon nothing. 3rd and long Bulldogs when we come back.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
And we welcome you back to Stauffer Field in Edgerton. 9:58 to play, first half of football. It is 14-0, Edgerton with the lead over Edon. Again, coming up next week, it'll be Delta at Fairview in our Week 2 game here on B-Rock 100.9. Don't forget, when we're done tonight, the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show coming up with our Ben Murray, and that will update you on all the games around the area in Week 1. Big one last night. The River Rock returns to Defiance as Defiance knocked off Napoleon in dramatic fashion, 20-19. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Baker to throw on 3rd and 14. Or at least try to, but he can't get away. Well, he does get away from Nestor. Kept his feet, now rolls to the near side. And on the move, Baker sends a man downfield. Underthrows, it's intercepted. Picked off by Corbin Chrisman. Edon did a great job of continuing to follow Baker after he did a sensational job of keeping the play alive. and we're going to have a penalty down. It's on the backside on a hold on Edgerton. Doesn't matter. Edon going to decline that, and Edon will take over down at the 35-yard line following the INT thrown by Maddox Baker. Now they're talking to Bob Owen. I don't know what that would be needed. Yeah, I was going to say it's an illegal block on the play behind everything, and Edon picked it off. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Bombers at their own 35-yard line. Left to right, Edon will have it. That offense trying to get something humming here, trailing 14-0. The last 2 meetings, again, in this series, belonging to Edon. Edgerton last one in 2022. They'll stack 3 receivers to the right. Twins go to the left side of the formation. Gallahue with an empty backfield gets the snap, belt high. Pressure coming up the middle. Gallahue steps away, throws on the run, pass is caught, Dickman near midfield, and he's down inside the 45. Great downfield block thrown by a receiver. Pitch and catch for 20 to the 45-yard line. And it'll be a first down. That's Dickman's first reception of the game. First down and 10 for the Bombers at the Edgerton 45-yard line. Hash mark far side, empty backfield, trips to the right, Twins to the left. Gallahue to throw. Little curl route, sliding grab made by Dickman down at the 39-yard line on the play. Back-to-back catches now for Dickman. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 39. We'll talk a little bit at our Main Stops halftime report about changes to the OHSAA football playoffs. We are reducing our number of playoff teams. We'll get a little in-depth into that coming up at intermission tonight. 2 receivers and a wing to the left, 2 receivers to the right, so that empties the backfield on a 2nd down and 4 here for Briggs Gallahue. 4 down linemen, pressure now coming off the edge. An out route is going to go through the hands of Moyer and fall incomplete. Sanchez came and blew that play up and kept it to a 3rd down instead of a potential 1st down play, because if he makes that grab, Moyer had a little space. So 3rd and 4, and you would think Edon, since they are in plus territory at the Edgerton 39, you would have to think 4 down territory here for the Bombers. Trailing in this one 14-0. And now Bob Olwin wants a timeout. 8:55 to play in this first half of football. Dogs 14, Bombers nothing on B-Rock Sports.
Field Construction would like to wish the Edon Bombers good luck in tonight's game. It takes hard work and dedication to play any sport well, and Field Construction knows all about hard work and dedication. In business since 1961, Field's dedicated employees have worked hard to maintain a good reputation in the construction industry, doing new and remodel projects, steel building projects completed from the ground up, complete pole barn services, and all of your concrete needs, including driveways and patios. Call Field Construction today for your next project, and go Bombers.
Coverage of high school football throughout the season being brought to you by Direct Link, Donaldson's Ace Hardware, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, Baldy's Furniture in Wauseon, and Black Swamp Equipment. Andy Brigle at Stauffer Field in Edgerton on this first Friday night of the year. Happy you could join us for at least a part of your night. Bulldogs lead the Bombers 14-0 in this 49 rivalry of Williams County. Edon has a 3rd and 4 at the Edgerton 39. 5 wide look for the Edon offense. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Edgerton wants to come on a blitz. Hard count from Gallahue, though, and now backing up is Edgerton. Now they'll come, and here's Gallahue looking for daylight. Has it, a 1st down and more, 30, 25, and is going to be brought down from behind at the 24-yard line. Perfect play call in that moment as they ran away from the blitz, and Gallahue is able to get 15 on the 3rd and 4 and keep this drive alive. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Edon. Deepest penetration of the game to the Edgerton 24-yard line. Again, an empty backfield. 5 wide, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. First and 10, Edon at the 24-yard line. A little bit low snap. Pressure coming. Gallahue hit, get away from one. And then is he going to be called for a sack, or did he get rid of it? It's going to be incomplete. Great job by Briggs Gallahue just to keep it alive because he was being pressured. Noah Weaver was coming. Jackson Flower was coming. Orlando Puente was almost home, and it falls incomplete. So it'll be second down and 10. Now the officials are going to talk about it. I think that's what they're talking about. They're discussing something. Got a late flag. That's what it's going to be. It had nothing to do with did his knee touch or not. Penalty flag is going to be, they're going to call an intentional grounding against Briggs Gallahue, saying he did not get outside the tackle box and there wasn't a receiver in the vicinity. And I'm not sure if it got back to line of scrimmage either. So I think everything came into play there. Penalty will bring Edon back now to the 38-yard line of Edgerton. So it will be a second down and 20 coming up now. Hilltop has taken an early 6-0 lead over Ridgedale tonight. Long bus trip for the Toppers there. Second down and 20 for Edon at the Edgerton 38. 8:22 to play first half, 14-0 Edgerton. 4 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left for Edon. Gallahue with an empty backfield. Gallahue wants to throw. Gallahue away from trouble, has some room, going to run 40, 35, cut back 30, still on his feet, going to be slammed down near the 25-yard line. Good heads-up play and decision by Briggs Gallahue as he is tackled by Sinclair, but that run will put Edon down to the 27-yard line. He got 12 on the carry. And now a little bit more manageable. 2 downs, though, to pick it up. 3rd and 13 on the 27-yard line. 2 receivers both ways. A running back in the backfield is Moyer. Low snap. Gallahue has it. Looks over the middle. Incomplete. A little indecision on the route there between Caden Nestor and Kendall Brigle. They were both open in some way, shape, or form, but it falls incomplete, and now it will be a 4th and long for Edon at the 27-yard line of Edgerton. Trailing 14-zip, Edon keeps their offense out there. On a 4th and 13. By the way, Edgerton down to just 1 timeout. Edon has a pair of first half timeouts remaining. Play clock down to 10. Edon just getting set. Bob Olwin may have to think timeout. It's at 5. It's at 4. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. They just get the snap off. Here's your 4th and 13. Gallahue over the middle. Nobody home, and Edgerton stiffens. They hold and will take over on downs. Intended receiver was Dickman in the seam route, but the Bulldogs get the defensive stop and will take over. First down and 10. That intentional grounding penalty against Edon really killed that drive. So Edgerton a first down at their own 27-yard line. By the way, as part of our post-game show tonight, we will unveil a lot of things. The McMahon's Best One Tire play of the game. The collision of the game presented by Batt and Stevens, and your MVP tonight brought to you by Missy Stockman and April Whittier, Edward Jones, financial advisors. Baker in the offense back out there. Inside handoff goes. Lots of running room for Sanchez, who's able to dart his way across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Parker Moyer brought him down on the play, but that is a run of 9 on the play for Sanchez, who is having himself a nice first half. It'll be a 2nd and 1 coming up for Edgerton at their own 36-yard line. Ball nestled in the middle of the field. Edgerton moving right to left, up 14-0. Under 7 to play in the first half. A receiver both ways, a wing to the left. Baker on the quarterback draw has the first down and more. And he'll stretch it out to the 45-yard line. 8 more on the run before Baker is tackled on the play. And a 1st and 10 for Edgerton at their own 44-yard line. What a beautiful night to play football in Northwest Ohio. Temperature is extremely comfortable in the 70s. We're going to get a little bit more of a cool down as we begin next week. Two receivers to the right, trips to the left, so an empty look for Edgerton. Baker wants to throw the screen. Eldon had it in his hands, but I think started to turn up field without the football, and it is incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. And that was Parker Eldon, who was the intended target, trying to throw a bubble screen to him to the near side. So 2nd down and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Clock stops at 6:22 to play, first half. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. One running back is Sanchez. They'll run option. Toss goes to Sanchez, 40. Nice stiff arm to the 45, 50. Sanchez spun his way into Edon territory, down at the 48-yard line. Tackled on the play by Braden Worley, but he got 8 at least on that run, and maybe 9. Let's see. It will be 8 on the carry, so it'll be a 3rd and 2 for Edgerton at the Edon 48. That speed option is a great weapon, again, for this offense. I want to reiterate that. You don't see the option called, the speed option, all that much, but with Baker and Sanchez back there, it's a terrific option for this Edgerton offense, making them even more multidimensional. Two running backs. It'll be Puente, a little bit more power. He has the first down and more into the secondary as Edgerton continues to just win up front and move that line of scrimmage downfield. 6 for Puente. And it will be a first down run on the play. Edon now appears to be getting a little bit more tired and ragged on the defensive end. That defense has been out there for a lot of plays, and at the D7 level, really both these teams, well, let's talk about Edon right now, of course, playing a lot of two-way guys. 1st and 10, 42-yard line of Edon for this Edgerton offense. Coming down towards 5 minutes to play in the opening half. 14-0 Dogs. 3 receivers, bunch right. It's a quarterback sweep for Baker. Puente leading the way, 40, 35, and he'll be pushed out of bounds on the far side by Braden Worley. He's going to be near the marker, and it looks like he'll have the yardage for the first down as Baker will get 11 on the play to the 31-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up. A drive that started at their own 27-yard line. Started after Edgerton got a stop on downs. It has been an offense that has been a mix of some things tonight. But Baker has been in the middle of all of it there as the dual threat quarterback. 2 receivers right. Trips to the left. So the empty backfield on 1st and 10 for Edgerton at the 31. Baker a pump. Now Baker under pressure. Spins away from a pair of players. Looks downfield and hand fighting. Gibson comes back to try to make the play. It'll be incomplete. Broken up down there. You had a combination of Dickman and Olds that were in coverage, and it'll be incomplete. Good no call, I think, by the officials that time. They were both pushing and shoving down the field. 2nd down and 10. From the 31-yard line of Edon for this Edgerton offense. 4:50 to go in the half. It's 14-0 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Play clock, still time on it with 11. Edgerton having some trouble getting set here. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right, 1 running back. Snap comes, quarterback draw Baker, stiff arm in the backfield. Now we'll just slide down. That play was blown up beautifully by Corbin Olds. Even though he got stiff armed, he did enough to get that penetration and flip the line of scrimmage and had some teammates coming. Maddox Baker saw that and just slid and took a negative play. He'll lose 6 on the play. Probably, though, once he got outside the tackle box, he should have just thrown it away and saved himself 6 yards instead of just sliding down if he had the time. But there were a couple of players that were barreling down on him. 3rd down and 16 for Edgerton. That was a big stop by Edon defensively to force this 3rd and long. Back at the 37. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Puente, the running back. High snap. Slinging it far side. Gibson on the tunnel or the jailbreak screen. It's caught. He'll battle his way down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 9 on the pass play. And that will give them at least a manageable 4th down here. 4th and 7 from the 28-yard line. 3.5 to go first half. Play clock at 15, so time there. Edgerton will go for it. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Puente, the running back, on 4th down and 7. Baker at 4, at 3, and now Brody Flagel is going to take his final timeout of this first half. We're going to stay right here with 3:21 left in this opening half of football. It's 14-0 Edgerton with the lead. Coverage of high school football being brought to you in part by Yarger Flagel. They will partner with you on your investment journey. They can get you the best fixed rates on your savings. Call Tom Lynn or Shelley at 419-298-2000 for a free consultation. So a 4th and 7 for Edgerton. You feel like that Edon is almost, I don't know if I want to say hanging on by a thread, but late in this first half, it is no doubt a big juncture in this game to get a stop here. 3 scores with an offense that is still learning, still evolving, still young and inexperienced at crucial positions in Bob Olwyn's offense. Boy, it'd be really an uphill climb if they would give up a late score here to Edgerton. While Brody Flagel and Edgerton their thinking is, let's apply a knockout punch right now if we can. So 4th down and 7 from the 28-yard line of Edon. Bulldogs will send 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Puente, the halfback to the left of Maddox Baker. Again, Edgerton out of timeouts. Sinclair in motion. They collide into each other in the backfield. Baker looks downfield, got a man open. It's caught. Sanchez 10, 5. Is he in or is he out of bounds just before the end zone? Sanchez thought he got in, but they'll say he's out at the 2, and it's a 1st down and goal. Great job by Baker to not panic back there when things were looking as if they were going to just explode. And Sanchez makes the grab for 26 yards. Now Baker looks for the end zone. There is a penalty flag down as Baker gets into the end zone. But was everybody set? They were going hurry up there. It was a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. The 2-yard line has been a magic yard line for Edgerton. Their first 2 touchdowns have been 2-yard touchdown runs. Let's check the flag. It was thrown by the back judge. Again, a very young crew here tonight overall in terms of they're going to say touchdown. This is going to be an Edon penalty, it looks like. Brody Flagel's already signaled extra point. We haven't gotten the official call yet, but the preliminary indication that Brody was given, and he's already clapping. He's going over and congratulating Kellen Sanchez. Now they'll bring Brody Flagel back in for a conversation here. Maybe it's to see, do you want to go for 2 here? Because it could be a penalty that could be assessed. It'll be assessed on the kickoff. Okay. So a touchdown, a 3rd 2-yard TD run for Maddox Baker. And that will cap off a 10-play, 73-yard drive for the Bulldogs. And a 3rd 2-yard touchdown run for Baker. Parker Eldon trying to go 3 for 3 in PATs now. It comes with 3:08 to play in the first half. Extra point is on the way. Did he push that left? He did. It is no good. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edgerton 20, Edon nothing. Can the Bombers get on the board before halftime? They'll get it when we come back.
AG Irrigation in Edgerton is your trusted valley dealer and a leader in irrigation and pivot service. Known for delivering top-tier support, they service any brand of pivot and offer solutions tailored to Ohio farmers. Whether you're running a system or just considering irrigation, AG Irrigation brings the expertise and reliability your operation needs. While others talk, AG Irrigation delivers, because irrigation isn't a sideline, it's their specialty. Call AG Irrigation at 419-298-0999.
Andy Brigle in Edgerton tonight, back with you in this long-time Williams County rivalry, and a night that belongs to Edgerton thus far. All Edgerton on top of Edon 21-0 here, and ready to kick off again. An impressive 73-yard drive in 10 plays as Maddox Baker has his third rushing touchdown of the night, and they are all of the 2-yard variety. Going deep for Edon is Caden Stantz. Again, new quarterback. You graduate Kyler Sapp, a 3-year starter at that position. You lose a Max Radebaugh on the outside at wide receiver. You lose a Cohen Hulbert among your top playmakers from last year. And Briggs is going to be fine as the season wears on. No question about it, as that penalty against Edon is assessed. It was a dead ball penalty, so they kick from the 45, Edgerton does. Stantz at the 10, 15, 20. Can he make something happen in the return game? He'll get across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Sinclair brought him to the turf there. So Edon will have another shot at it. 3 minutes to work with and 2 timeouts, as they'll have a first down and 10 across the 25-yard line, officially at the, going to be the 26 or 27-yard line? 26-yard line. First down and 10 for this Edon offense. Empty backfield, trips to the left, twins to the right. Gallahue wants to throw over the middle. Pass is going to be caught. Sliding down is Brigle out across the 35 near the 36-yard line. Let's see, did they give him enough? Nope, it's a gain of 9 on the play. And they're quickly to the line of scrimmage. Another quick route, and Brigle pays the price as he is butchered by Maddox Baker at the 43, or the 39-yard line. Beg your pardon. That's a gain of 4 on the play. Good stick that time by Edgerton defensively. First and 10. Another route intended for Brigle on an out route that Gallahue falls incomplete. Those couple of completions they just had ended 4 straight incompletions thrown by Edon. So it'll be second down and 10, their own 39-yard line. 2:35 to play in the half. Empty backfield, 5 wide look. Half roll to the near side, a wobbler that is going to be too tall for Lincoln Keese here on the near sideline. And that will be incomplete. It will be third down and 10 at the 39. Boy, the last thing that Edon wants and needs right now is a punt here to give Edgerton the ball back, even though they don't have any timeouts. This board still shows 1 for Edgerton, but they have no timeouts left, according to our stats. Back to throw. Gallahue, bubble screen, caught, and not much running room, although falling forward will be Lincoln Keese to about the 42-yard line. He will pick up 3 on the play, but it's going to be well shy of a first down on the play. He'll be brought down, and let's see, what will Bob Olwin do here? He is going to bring the play clock down for sure, and then call timeout, it looks like. Maybe at 10, at 9. It's 1:50 on the clock, and they're just going to punt it. Play clock at 3, at 2, and they do get the snap away, so Gallahue does punt it. Sends it downfield and kicks away from Sanchez. It'll roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So this is going to be Edgerton getting the ball. Now, again, no timeouts, right? But they're going to send a hot offense back out onto the field, already leading it 21-0. They'll have a first and 10, Edgerton will, at their own 29-yard line. Hash mark, far side. Middle part of the field in the shadows right now. It's far right and far left, basically from the 35 and into our left and 20 and into our right where there's still sun. First and 10, Edgerton. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll give on the inside. Sanchez to the 30. Bounces outside. Look out, 40, 45. 1 man to beat. Sanchez is going to be brought down on the play by Corbin Olds at the 45-yard line. That's a run of 26 for Kellen Sanchez, who was, like Baker, having a terrific first half. Touchdown saving tackle made by Olds there. First and 10 at the 4-yard line. Again, no timeouts left for the Bulldogs, but now they are in Edon territory at the 44-yard line. We're down to a minute 16, a minute 15. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Sanchez in the backfield. Baker gets the snap. Baker under some pressure, rolling to the right. Baker on the run. Baker now just going to dump it out of bounds and is hit just as he released it. Giving chase was Gage Nestor on the play. And that will stop the clock. 2nd and 10, Edgerton at the 44 of Edon. 62 seconds left in the first half of play. 21-0 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Again, you got a tired defensive unit out there for Edon, and you've got Edgerton having them on their heels already because of what they've done offensively in this first half. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Baker wants to throw, steps up. Under pressure, going to run. 45-40, lots of grass. 35-30, still on his feet, down at about the 27-yard line. They'll get 18 on that Baker run. They'll have to hustle to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops to move the chains. 54 seconds left, and now they'll wind it up. It's moving. Again, no timeouts left for Edgerton. Got to get on the ball here. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 3 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. 1 running back is Tucker Curl. Back to throw is Baker. It's a pump and go route. Looks for the end zone. Sanchez wide open. Touchdown. Toast Brigle. And Sanchez, there was the pump and go for 6. And Edgerton is rolling now. A 27-yard strike for the Bulldogs. Baker to Sanchez. And Edgerton has taken a 27-0 lead in this one. Eldon on for the extra point. It is up, and he is now 3 for 4 on the night in PATs. A commanding lead as we head toward the locker room in 32 seconds. We'll step out. It's 27-0 Edgerton on B-Rock Sports.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Welcome back to Stauffer Field in Edgerton. We're in the Roger Stroop press box, just dedicated tonight, and a huge shout out to all the years of service that Roger supplied here in Edgerton over the years. Great job by Edgerton officials in getting those naming rights taken care of here tonight. It's an Edgerton Edon night as well, and right now the night belonging to Edgerton, up 27-0 now, as that late stop got them the ball one last time. And now Edon going to have the football one more time. Going to have to regroup now in the locker room. Bob Olwin knew this was going to be a bit of a transition year. It's a kick that bounces off one of the up men. Then it is knocked free. It kind of pinballed around, and who ends up with it? Edon is end up going to get it back. Parker Moyer came up with the football in the end. And it will be a 1st down and 10 for Edon. That was almost disastrous. Edgerton had a possession. Now the officials are going to come together. Did it die when Edgerton had it? That's the discussion. Edgerton had possession. Then it was lost. They're going to say it is Edgerton football, I think. It has gone from bad to worse to Titanic-like for Edon now here late in the first half. Edgerton will have the football. It will be a turnover. A ball that ricocheted off one of the up men. Edgerton had it, went down, and he coughed it up again. But they're going to say his progress was stopped there. That'll be a second turnover tonight for Edon, and a second fumble. And Edgerton is going to have it at the Edon 47 and 20. What does Brody Flagel have for his 29-second offense? It's 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 3 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. Again, no timeouts left for Edgerton. Baker to throw. Fires far side. It was going to be a hook and ladder. It still is. It's caught by Gibson, who then flips to Sanchez. He's only going to get about 2 yards on the pass play. And they're going to get to the line of scrimmage, but now it's down to just basically, barring penalty, 1 more snap. Edon has 12 men on the field. Back to throw is Baker, and he'll just take a knee. Did any official catch it? Edon had a guy running off. Oh, they got a timeout. That's why there will be no flag. Paulding, by the way, now mauling Swanton 34-0. So Bob Olwyn had a 12th and maybe even a 13th guy running off the field there. Saw it, took a timeout before the officials threw a flag. So they're going to put time on. They're going to go from 1 to 3 seconds left in the first half of play. So we're staying right here for the final 3 seconds of play. Don't forget, coming up at our main stops, Northwest Ohio halftime show. We'll go over those first half numbers for you. Ben Murray will be in at some point in time to kind of update you on potentially any other games going on. We've had several scores that we've passed along to you tonight. We'll see what Ben's able to dig up and talk about at the main stops halftime report. All Edgerton up 27-0. A couple of turnovers by the Bombers tonight. Again, transition time for Edon. They're going to still win some football games. All right, they have talent. Bob Olwyn, really good, great head football coach. This is a tough matchup to begin the year with all of the experience for Edgerton coming back, starting with the guy who just threw it near side and the guy that caught it. It's Baker to Sanchez. He'll be taken down inside the 35 to the 33, 12 more yards to end the half. And Edon will dodge a late bullet in the first half on that turnover and not give up any points. We head to the locker room, and our score on the Main Stops halftime show. It's Edgerton 27, Edon nothing. You're listening to Week 1 of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wasion. Everyday comfort shouldn't be a challenge. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress is Northwest Ohio's lift chair headquarters, and we believe everyone deserves to sit and stand with ease, safety, and dignity. If you or someone you care for is facing mobility issues, discover the life-changing difference of Ultra Comfort and Lazy Boy lift chairs. These aren't just chairs, they're personalized support systems, crafted to ease pain, reduce strain, and bring back independence. Imagine relaxing after a long day, adjusting your chair at the push of a button with pressure-free reclining and gentle lift assistance. Whether it's reading a book, watching TV, or just finding that perfect cozy position, we've got a chair that fits just right. Come see us at Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in the Wasion Plaza and try one of our 29 in-stock lift chairs. Feel the difference, because comfort should never come with compromise, and care starts with the right chair. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, where comfort meets compassion.
Congratulations, Bombers, from Dimension Hardwood Veneers in Edon. Did you know that Dimension buys trees? Contact them today to sell your trees. Call 419-272-2245 to set up an appointment for them to come and look at them and give you a quote. Dimension Hardwood Veneers is a family-owned business and has been a supporter of Edon Athletics for over 46 years. Good luck in tonight's game. Work hard and keep striving to be the best. From everyone at Dimension Hardwood Veneers in Edon.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
For over 40 years, Edgerton Forge has been forging more than just metal. We've built a legacy of strength, precision, and pride, just like our very own Edgerton Bulldogs. From the shop floor to the football field, hard work and dedication are what define excellence. As Edgerton Forge continues to innovate, backed by our ISO 9001 certified processes, the Bulldogs continue to evolve into one well-oiled winning machine. Edgerton Forge wishes all the athletes the best of luck in tonight's big game. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back here to our matchup between Edgerton and Edon. Paulding leads 34-0 at the half over Swanton, and Liberty's up 25-0 over Tenora. We'll get some more updates here in just a moment. The main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show here tonight. Remember, Thirsty Thursday, available every Thursday at the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Let's dive in, first of all, to the numbers in this first half of play, starting with Edgerton, and it has been a really good dual threat night for Maddox Baker in his senior season at quarterback. 8 of 16 for 126 yards and a touchdown pass tonight for Maddox Baker. He's also rushed 15 times for 63 yards. 6-0 Montpelier, by the way, leading Antwerp at the start of the third quarter in that one. So 15 carries, 63 yards, and 2 touchdowns rushing for Maddox Baker. Kellen Sanchez has 8 rushes for 74 yards in the first half. He also has a couple of catches for 53 yards, including a 27-yard TD reception. Caden Sinclair has 2 catches for 36 yards. On the flip side, for Edon, Briggs Gallahue in his first start at quarterback, 10 of 20 for 79 yards in the first half. Gallahue has rushed 5 times for 32 yards. Kendall Brigle, 6 catches for 50 yards. Eli Dickman, 2 grabs for 26 yards. Edon does have a couple of turnovers tonight in this one that have aided Edgerton in building this lead. We will recap the scoring in the first half of our main stops halftime report. 27-0. Edgerton leading Edon on B-Rock Sports.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fry starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Good luck tonight to all the area athletes. Hard quality work means a lot to an athlete and to everyone at Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz is in the business of working hard for you. Whether you need something as simple as a 2x4 or all the materials for your new home or pole barn, Peltz Lumber has what you need and will deliver it to you in a timely fashion. Hard work and quality materials is what you'll find at Peltz, and hard work on the field and in practices are what makes these area teams great. Good luck tonight from Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer, building for a new generation.
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton, Ohio. Let's quickly recap the scoring here in this one. Going back to Edgerton after forcing a 3-and-out for Edon. Edgerton went 10 plays, 62 yards, capped off by a Maddox Baker 2-yard TD run to make it 7-0. Edon fumbled on their second possession, and Edgerton would take over at the Edon 48-yard line. They would need 9 plays to go those 48 yards, and it would be Baker again. On a 2-yard TD run, it was 14-0. Edon would punt. Edgerton would throw an interception, and then Edon would give it up on downs, and Edgerton would cash in starting at their own 27-yard line, 73 yards and 10 plays. Baker, a third 2-yard TD run. The extra point was no good, but it was still 20-0. Following an Edon punt, Edgerton would start a drive at their own 29-yard line. Baker would find Kellen Sanchez for a 27-yard TD pass. It was a 6-play, 71-yard drive, and that capped off the scoring in the first half. Our score at the intermission here on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard, it is Edgerton 27 and Edon nothing. We'll step out on the Main Stops halftime show. We'll check in with Ben Murray out of this break and take a look at other games around Northwest Ohio and some score updates, and be right back in just a moment.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game. When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Hi, this is Mackenzie Now with Andres O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Having a winning tradition for over 100 years is a big deal for any team. As our team at Andres O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency celebrates this milestone, we know success does not happen by accident. It takes great teammates and partners like Central Insurance. By dedicating ourselves to the community, our clients, and each other, Andres O'Neill & Lowe has consistently risen above the rest in protecting your family, assets, and businesses. Thank you to all who have played a role in this 100-year journey. Learn more at andresoneillandlowe.com.
Good evening, Northwest Ohio. I'm Ben Murray, back in the B-Rock studio with you this evening to bring you the main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime update. You're always near a main stop in Northwest Ohio. In a broadcast game from Stauffer Field in Edgerton with our own Andy Brigle has Edgerton on top of Edon 27-0. Montpelier all over Antwerp at halftime 6-0. Delta over Ayersville 28-0, your halftime score there. In our sister station broadcast on the Q96.5 FM, Van Wert is all over Bryan 14-7. Other scores to pass along to you. Wauseon leads Fairview 14-6 at half. Patrick Henry bombing Hicksville 33-0 at half. And Liberty Center is all over Tenora 25-0, your halftime score there. I'll send it back out to Andy Brigle at Stauffer Field and Rogers Troop Press Box when we come back. I'm Ben Murray reporting.
Looking for everything you need for your home, farm, and furry friends? Stop by Edon Farmers Co-op, your neighborhood country store with locations in Edon, Edgerton, and Montpelier. They've got it all. Pet supplies, animal food, bird food, outdoor products, and a full line of Land O'Lakes feed and seed treatments. Need grain storage, fertilizer, or soil sampling? They've got you covered. Plus, don't forget their top-notch feed mill services. Edon Farmers Co-op, serving your community with quality and care. Stop by today. Edon Farmers Co-op, your partner in the field and at home.
United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio and with dependable service and competitive pricing. Call 1-800-962-9839. That's 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. United Oil saying good luck to all athletes in this game. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon is proud to announce they've become a full-service insurance agency, taking care of all of your insurance needs now. Best Insurance and Financial Services has been handling life and health insurance along with your investment needs for over 40 years. And now they're able to offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and farm insurance needs. They can also protect your RV, ATV, and boat. To find out more information, just head to best-ins.net or phone 419-272-2888. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon, wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. At Wellness Huddle in Edon, Ohio, we believe in a healthier you. Whether you're looking for natural pain relief, increased energy, or better overall wellness, our expert team is here to help. From chiropractic care and nutrition to innovative therapies like PEMF and weight loss solutions, we offer personalized programs designed to fit your needs. Take the first step toward feeling your best. Visit us at wellnesshuddle.com or phone 419-272-5209. Learn how we can support your journey to better health. Wellness Huddle, today's direction, tomorrow's destination.
Welcome back here to Stauffer Field in Edgerton. First half belonging to the Bulldogs convincingly, up 27-0 here as we are on the main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime report. Well, changes galore to the postseason in the state of Ohio. Several significant changes were approved back in June. The number of qualifiers now per region going to be 12 instead of 16 teams. Let's face it, we had gotten extremely watered down, and 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, 3 versus 14, whatever the case may be, most of the time were extreme blowouts. So we're going back to 12. That means the top 4 seeds in each region then will get a first-round bye. Another change to everything, the first 3 rounds of the postseason will be hosted by the higher-seeded team. So that has jumped from the first 2 rounds to the first 3 rounds. Remember, from 1999 through 2019, we were at 8 schools per region who had qualified for the postseason. And then it was a 5-week tournament. Then in early 2020, the OHSAA approved a proposal from the Football Coaches Association to expand to 12 qualifiers per region, which added a week to the postseason. And then after that, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic came and everybody got in back in 2020. So now we are at the 12 teams that get in, so it will be first-round pairings of the 12 seed against the 5, 11 against the 6, 10 versus 7, and 9 versus the 8 seed. So that is one of the changes. By the way, as we begin play tonight, a total of 706 high schools are playing 11-man football this season. Again, the top 12 in each region, a total of 336. So there's your math numbers. 706 are playing 11-man football. 336 teams will qualify for the postseason in 2025. And by the way, if you're a planner and you want to look ahead, the first round of the high school playoffs will begin on Halloween night. Everything will wrap up then with the state championships in Canton at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, and those state titles will be December 4th through the 6th. What does the area look like? Well, when the coaches got together for a lot of leagues or polling was done in the NWOAL, Liberty Center was picked to win that league, followed by Patrick Henry, Archibald third, actually tied with Delta for third, then Wauseon, Evergreen, Bryan, and Swanton. When they polled the coaches in the GMC, it was a prediction of Fairview winning the GMC championship, followed by then Tenora in second place. Edgerton was kind of picked in that third, fourth place potential situation there. And in the TAC, remember, it's a reconfigured TAC that Edon will be playing in this season. That means that you lose a team this year in Northwood going to the NBC, the Northern Buckeye Conference. So with Northwood exiting, they are bringing in 4 new schools overall. North Central now in the Toledo Area Athletic Conference, along with schools from Michigan, and that would be Erie Mason, Summerfield, and Whiteford. And Whiteford is the team that was picked. They had a down year by Whiteford material last year. That's a team that has been in Michigan state tournaments and won state championships up there, coached by Todd Teakin, who had at one time had been at Evergreen. And Trey Eitner is the quarterback whose dad, Tom, was a standout quarterback back in the days at Swanton in the NWOAL. So a lot of ties to Northwest Ohio there, but Whiteford was picked to win the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. So just some food for thought here in week number 1 as we play here in high school football. By the way, at half, it's a running clock game that will be in play. Henry, Paulding pounding their way to a 41-0 lead over Swanton. Here, we are a score by Edgerton away from a running clock game. 27-0, Edgerton with the lead. That'll do it for the halftime show, being brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday, happening every Thursday at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. 27-0, Edgerton with the lead. We will step out, and when we come back, get you to the start of the second half here at Stauffer Field in Edgerton. It's week 1 of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Congratulations, Bombers, from Dimension Hardwood Veneers in Edon. Did you know that Dimension buys trees? Contact them today to sell your trees. Call 419-272-2245 to set up an appointment for them to come and look at them and give you a quote. Dimension Hardwood Veneers is a family-owned business and has been a supporter of Edon Athletics for over 46 years. Good luck in tonight's game. Work hard and keep striving to be the best. From everyone at Dimension Hardwood Veneers in Edon. It's time to upgrade your comfort at the Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building with the deals you've been waiting for. Right now, shop a huge selection of indoor furniture and mattresses on sale up to 30% off, plus closeouts up to 50% off while they last. And hey, football season is here. Don't settle for the old couch. Relax, recline, and enjoy every play in your brand new recliner starting at just $2.99. Hurry in today because these savings won't last long. Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan, where comfort meets big savings. For over 40 years, Edgerton Forge has been forging more than just metal. We've built a legacy of strength, precision, and pride, just like our very own Edgerton Bulldogs. From the shop floor to the football field, hard work and dedication are what define excellence. As Edgerton Forge continues to innovate, backed by our ISO 9001 certified processes, the Bulldogs continue to evolve into one well-oiled winning machine. Edgerton Forge wishes all the athletes the best of luck in tonight's big game. Go Bulldogs!
Whether you need a simple repair or a complete overhaul on your vehicle, Batten Stevens Body Shop is your one-stop shop. Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance is the #1 voted body shop in the region. They're the only FCA, Ford, and GM certified body shop in all of Northwest Ohio. And they are your experts on all makes and models. Batten Stevens Body Shop, Defiance. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction.
Couple of updates late in the third quarter. Antwerp has taken an 8-6 lead on Montpelier, and Hilltop still leading Ridgedale 6-0. The score there. We are closing in on the start of our second half here. 27-0 Edgerton with the lead in this one. Coverage of high school football tonight also being brought to you by Yarger Flegel Investments. Make sure your financial future begins and ends with Yarger Flegel Investments. They can get you set up with the best fixed rates for your savings. Call Tom Lynn or Shelley at 419-298-2000. So 27-0. Edgerton, by the way, going to get their hands on the football first to start the second half. Remember, they won the toss and deferred. Coming up the next couple of weeks, it will be Delta at Fairview coming up next week. Wauseon was leading Fairview last we heard. Delta was rolling in their opener. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll see Edgerton again as they make a trip to Montpelier. All right, ready to roll. Gallahue has it teed up, and it is a short little pooch kick that will be fielded by Sanchez. He had to go to his right. He's belted and then bounces off tackle, still on his feet, and is going to finally be brought down. Let's see where they go forward progress. Fairview has now tied Wauseon, by the way, at 14 apiece. They'll mark it at the 19-yard line. So Edgerton will have the football here. 1st and 10 at their own 19. Opening night in this 2025 season, a spectacular night for weather here in our area. Sounds like next Friday is going to be equally as good as we look that far out. And always appreciate great nights like this as we roll into the autumn. 2 receivers come to make that one receiver right and left, and a running back on either side of Baker. The handoff is to Puente off the right side, finds some daylight across the 20, and he will bounce his way out to the 22-yard line, have about 3 on his carry. Remember, they have to replace 900 yards plus rushing from Joel Walkup last year. He would have been a 1,000-yard rusher if he hadn't gotten dinged up in his senior season. 2nd down and 7 from the 22-yard line. Edgerton moving right to left. They'll empty the backfield. Stack 3 receivers left. Bring Sinclair in motion to the right. Give it to him on a jet sweep. Looking for the edge. And Edon does a great job rallying to the football that time. First guy there was Corbin Olds to make it a negative yardage run for Sinclair. And it will be 3rd down and 8 from the 21-yard line. Just underway, third quarter. 27-0 Bulldogs. Edgerton, first possession of the second half. Tight end to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It'll be a play action to Puente. Baker steps out of trouble. Baker now looking downfield, and Edon will rally to the ball and bring him down back at the 15-yard line. Great job by the Bombers that time. Braden Worley and Harrison Rodriguez will converge on him. That is a loss of 5 on the play. Van Wert, 21. Bryan, 7 in the third quarter of play. A game can be heard on Q96.5. Really tough start for the Bears this year. They go BG next, Fairview then, and it's PH Liberty Center in some way. I'm not sure of the order. Delta destroying Ayersville 35-0. Penalty marker is down. Sanchez first punt of the night, and it's a shorty that will be dead at the 38. It's only a 22-yard punt, but again, we had a marker down right on the snap. Edon stands to get terrific field position. It's going to go against Edgerton. Yeah, first punt of the game for the Bulldogs. They're going to talk to Bob Olin. Genoa 21, Archbold 14 in the third quarter of play. Archbold again hoping to be in the upper echelon. New Bremen 27, Wayne Trace 0. Tough opener there for the Raiders. So Edon, first down and 10, best starting field position of the game for the Bombers, as they will get it at the Edgerton 32-yard line. Trailing 27-0. Guardians 1, Rangers 0. Second inning of play. Again, when we're done, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show. Nestor, the running back, to the right of Gallahue. 3 receivers go to the right, 1 receiver to the left side. Low snap. Gallahue has it. Sinclair coming on a rush. Gallahue gets away. Head up down the field. Now going to run. 35-30. And he is going to bang his way down to about the 27-yard line. That'll be Gallahue for 5 on the carry. He now has 37 yards rushing for the game. Edgerton with a good rush and then good pursuit, but Gallahue able to elude things and get good yardage. Second down and 5. From the 27-yard line, hash mark to the near side. 2 receivers go left, 2 receivers to the right. Nestor, the lone running back, to the left of Gallahue on 2nd and 5. Gallahue to throw. Pressure coming up the middle, crossing route, in and out of the hands of Dickman, and Sanchez also helped blow it up on the play. And maybe that's why Dickman doesn't hang on. He heard some footsteps. And it will be 3rd and 5. It's an Edgerton defense that, even with experience back, had some question marks, particularly in the secondary, according to Brody Flagel. He liked his front 7, but I think he's gotten some good answers tonight out of that secondary, no doubt. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Gallahue wants to throw downfield for Brigle. Goes up, makes the grab inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. Edon at the 5-yard line. Gain of 22 on the play. Utilizing that size from Kendall Brigle. That is his 7th grab on the game, now for 72 yards. And it'll be first and goal for Edon at the Edgerton 5-yard line. Best opportunity to score tonight. They'll go to a triangle set, almost a pistol formation. It's a low snap. Gallahue on the move, back of the end zone. It's caught by Eli Dickman for the touchdown. Great job by Briggs Gallahue to not panic as he finds Dickman for the 5-yard TD grab, and the Bombers have broken the seal on the 2025 season, and Briggs Gallahue will get a TD pass to Eli Dickman. Looks like the offense will stay out there to go for 2. 3 receivers, bunch right, 1 receiver to the left. Nestor, the running back. Play action to him. Over the middle, 2-point try. It's caught. Was he across? Yes, they signal it is good for 2. His momentum took him out of the end zone, but that grab is made, and Dickman made the catch and came up a little bit hobbled. Wasion, by the way, has retaken the lead on Fairview, 21-14. Meanwhile, we've got Edon on the board for the first time here. 27-8. Edgerton leads Edon. Timeout on the field on B-Rock Sports.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Down in Paulding County, Montpelier has seesawed back out in front of Antwerp, 12-8, the score there in the third quarter. We're at the 8:44 mark of our third quarter. Edon's defense forced a 3-and-out on Edgerton and then took advantage of a short field, and they only needed 4 plays to go 32 yards, and a touchdown Gallahue to Dickman, and that same connection hooked up for the 2-point try. It's a 27-8 game. Here's Sinclair at the 21. He'll run out across the 30, 35, down at the 37-yard line. Logan Reitzel with a special teams tackle there. Van Wert has added a score to their lead now, 28-7 over Bryan, with 5:40 to go in the third quarter of play there. Here it's first down and 10, Edgerton at their own 37-yard line. Patrick Henry, 39, Hicksville, nothing. That's a running clock game. One receiver right, one receiver to the left. There's also a wing to the right and a tight end to the left for Edgerton. Inside handoff goes to Sanchez, 35, cut back 40, and now will slither his way across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. He'll have 4 or 5. Moyer and Worley bring him down. Good game tonight for Sanchez. They'll mark him at the 42 and give him 5. That's his 9th carry for 79 yards unofficially. Second down and 5 for Edgerton at the 42. They have a halfback on either side. It's Puente running right, 45, explodes into the hole to the 47-yard line right at the sticks. It looks like Puente will have the first down, and he will. He was tripped up in the hole by Devin Hoffman, who got a finger around the ankle. First and 10 Dogs at the 47-yard line, their own 47, moving right to left, leading 27-8, 7:45 left third quarter on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, quarterback draw, Baker bounces off 1 tackle. Even though Baker doesn't have a ton of size, 5'9", $160, he's able to bang his way for 4. Baker now with 64 rushing yards, and we have, it looks like a cramping situation for an Edon player and an Edgerton player. It's our first cramping situations of the night. We will take a break. 7:27 left, third quarter, 27-8 Edgerton over Edon. This is B-Rock Sports.
Peltz Lumber of Montpelier and Pioneer is here to serve you. Not only have they been offering the finest in building materials for generations, but they also have a website with over 80,000 items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button. And there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard, and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen, and bath. Check out all the items you need and the prices and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
Andy Brigle back with you here on a Friday night. It is opening night of high school football for 2025. Edon and Edgerton. Bulldogs have been in command. 27-8 is the lead right now in this one. The Edon player, I looked down and did say, this is Maddox Baker who was cramping. So that means somebody's going to have to come in and quarterback for Edgerton now as Baker is walking off. That's the thing, when you get into a Friday night situation and you start cramping, the hay's already in the barn. You have to hydrate leading up to the game and game of, but the prep work is what establishes the hydration to keep you away from cramps. We have had not over-the-top warmth this week, but there has been some this year in the fall camp, of course. So now it'll be second down from the 49-yard line. The quarterback is Mason Eldon, and it's a give on the inside to Sanchez. who will work his way to the 47-yard line. 2 yards for Sanchez on that carry. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 for this Edgerton offense. Tough time to, well, I mean, you're up 27-8, but in the middle of a drive, I guess, a tough time is what I was getting at for quarterback to come in. Eldon will be in on this 3rd down now at the 47-yard line. The line to make is the 43. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. They'll bring a man in motion, and now markers fly. Edgerton hasn't been penalized very much tonight, but they will be here with a false start, which can tend to happen. You get your backup quarterback in the game. The cadence and the voices just themselves are different sounding. That'll back them up now back into their own side of the field at the 48, and it creates a 3rd down and 9 situation. From their own 48-yard line, 3 receivers for Edgerton to the right, 1 to the left. They bubble Sanchez out, and it's a throw downfield. Passes juggled. Did he hang on to it? I believe Parker. No, he did not. Incomplete. Good throw by Mason Eldon to brother Parker, who juggled, and just could not bring it in. That's a 1st down inside the 30, but Edon will dodge a bullet, and it will be 4th and 9, and Edgerton will have to punt it away for a 2nd time tonight. Sanchez on to punt. Not a good punt his first time out. Sinclair is the up man. I mean, you can mention it just for a possibility of a fake, but there isn't. I mean, you're up 27-8. Don't want to take momentum away. Good kick. Taking stance back to his 16. Eludes one man fit to the 20, 25. Looking for the sideline near side. He'll be slammed to the turf by Miles Baker across the 30-yard line at about the 32. A good punt and a pretty good return to get Edon out to their own 33-yard line. They are still down 3 scores in this game, but some life from the Bombers. They've gotten 2 stops defensively. They've gotten a touchdown on their only offensive drive of the second half, and now with 6:11 to play in the third, they have a 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. 3 receivers left, Evers to the right. That right is to the short side of the field. 3 down linemen for Edgerton and an edge rusher, Sinclair coming. Pass is intercepted. Receiver and quarterback not on the right page, and Carter Gibson read the eyes of Gallahue and picked him off. Gallahue, I think Briggs was thinking somebody's running a curl, but both slot receivers were running go routes, and it's a 3rd Edon turnover and a short field now for Edgerton, and Maddox Baker, their starting quarterback, is back out there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Edon 41-yard line. 27-8 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Momentum back to the Bulldogs. 1 receiver both ways. Puente gets the call. 45 cuts back right into the arms of Trent Buck. And it will be a minimal gain of 1 for Puente, who now has 4 carries for 15 yards on the play. Delta continuing to hammer Ayersville 42-8 in the 4th quarter. Going to be a nice matchup next week at Apache Field when I'm there for Delta at Fairview. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Baker with a setback on 2nd down and 9 at the Edon 40-yard line. We're more than midway through the 3rd quarter. Option right, a little speed option toss again to Sanchez, 40. Cut back 35, now lowers the shoulder to get inside the 35 to the 34, and a flag comes down after Sanchez will pound his way for 6. Let's check the marker, though, first. Perhaps a hold downfield on Edgerton on that right side. Either the tackle or the receiver blocking downfield, potentially a holding penalty. Or is it going to be against Edon on the tackle? Edgerton not retreating yet, so hang on. It will be, though, a hold against Edgerton. I thought that might be the case. So now Edgerton will be backed up here. They'll come back to the 45-yard line. So it will be 2nd and 14 for Edgerton at the 45 of Edon. Hash mark, far side. Edgerton moving right to left, up 27-8. They'll empty the backfield. Two receivers both ways. There's also a wing to the right. Baker awaits the snap. Baker sets, fires down the right sideline. One-on-one coverage. He overshoots Gibson. Coverage on the far sideline was Caden Stantz. And it will be 3rd and 14 now for Edgerton at the Edon 45-yard line. Again, when we're done here, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show. 3rd and 14, Dogs at the Edon 45. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Puente, the lone setback. Baker on a half roll to the near side. Baker steps away from trouble, and it was almost intercepted. Intended for Sanchez, but good coverage applied by Corbin Chrisman, who had a shot at the pick, but could not haul it in. And now Edgerton going to have to punt it away again. This was the message kind of hammered home. Third quarter update, Archibald Genoa tied at 21. In our pregame that we were talking about, in talking with Brody Flagel, just searching for consistency. Edgerton still in control, up 27-8, but haven't done anything offensively. Sanchez angling the punt, 20, 15, rolls to the 10. Beauty of a job by Kellen Sanchez. It will go out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 36-yard punt, and they pin Edon deep. Bomber football when we come back.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
On 1st and 10 at their own 9, an empty set. Gallahue, an out route that he misses wide of Lincoln Keese here on the near side. Miles Baker, who has been good defensively. Also, Tucker Curl was over there as well. So it will be 2nd down and 10 for the Bombers, pinned at their own 9-yard line. 27-8 Edgerton, 4:58 left, third quarter on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Again, Edon will empty the backfield. Trips to the left, twins to the right. The two receiver sets to the short side of the field. Gallahue on a quarterback draw. Looking for the edge. Isn't going to get there. Great job defensively by the Bulldogs. Puente was there. And also, I believe that was Colton Hess. Yes. But Puente got home first. And that will be a loss on the play. And now it will be 3rd and 11 from the 8-yard line. Don't want to do anything here. Don't want to turn it over if you're Edon. Edgerton probably going to bring a little heat, I would assume, on 3rd and 11 at the 8-yard line. Linebackers are creeping. Here they come. Gallahue wants to throw, sets, fires, got a man open and in and out of the hands of an Edon receiver. That was Caden Stantz, who had his man beat one-on-one, but could not haul it in. Those are big when especially when you're trying to rally and you need a 3rd down pickup. So now it will be 4th down and 11. Good ball from Briggs Gallahue there, who will stay on to punt. And Edon is going to go 3 and out. Edgerton stands to get incredible field position here. Sanchez, the deep man, at his 41-yard line. Gallahue gets the snap. Gallahue kicks it away. This is returnable if he can get there. And now he'll just get away because it rolls dead at the 45-yard line. A 37-yard punt. And no return, as Edgerton will get a short field to start this drive. We get an update on that Montpelier game first. Montpelier now with some breathing room, leading Antwerp 18-6 at the end of 3. While at the fourth quarter, Patrick Henry 45-0 over Hicksville. Here it's 27-8 Edgerton with 4:05 left in the third quarter. Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Edon. They're going to get a little wildcat look here with Kellen Sanchez. Sanchez running right. Sanchez, little jitterbug move back into the middle and then somersaults his way for 5 to the 40-yard line. Woodmore 57 and North Central nothing at the end of 3. Sanchez now is nearing 100 yards. Unofficially 92 yards on 12 carries. 3 receivers bunched to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Puente, the running back, on this 2nd down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Quarterback sweep to the right, 40-yard line Baker. Cut back, and now flags fly in, probably in the area of holding, as he ran into the waiting arms of Braden Worley, who had backside pursuit there. It's a gain of 1 with forward progress, but where that flag came flying from, I think we're staring at a hold on that Edgerton offensive line, and it is. So that'll back the Bulldogs up near midfield now, and they'll be looking at a 2nd and 15 from the 50-yard line. Edon has played much better here. The problem was they were down 27-0 at the intermission. Still a 3-score game. Edgerton with the football as we near 3:20 to play in this third quarter. Twins to the right and left. There's a play action and then a little bubble screen to the far side to Gibson. He'll get to the 45-yard line, pursued and dropped by Devin Hoffman. So they'll get some of that penalty yardage back. Actually give him, 5 yards on the pass play. So it will be a 3rd down, 6 officially, because they moved the stick ahead. So gain of 6, 3rd and 9 for Edgerton at the 44 of Edon. Baker is empty in the backfield. 2 receivers and a wing to the left, 2 receivers to the right. On a 3rd and 9, Baker fires right side, 1 hops it into Sinclair, and now it'll be 4th and 9 from the Edon 45-yard line, as the clock stops at 2:34 to play in the 3rd, and now knowing that they're up 27-8, they can play a little field position here. You're listening to Week 1 of high school football, WBNO-FM in Bryan. Andy Brigle with you here from Stauffer Field in Edgerton in the newly minted Roger Stroop press box. It's a beautiful Friday, 27-8 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Sanchez on to punt it again, trying to pin Edon deep. It's a line drive kick that will get the benefit of the roll, not inside the 10 this time, but down to the 12-yard line. So a 32-yard punt. And again, though, Edon is back deep. Liberty Center, 35 in a row in the regular season they have won, and it's going to be 36 because they're rolling Tenora 39-0 tonight. So the 1st and 10, Edon at their own 12-yard line. Edon with a 1-scoring drive. Gallahue to Dickman on a 5-yard scoring pass, and then they got the 2-point conversion, and that's it for the second half scoring. 27-8 Edgerton. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Edon moving left to right on a 1st and 10 at the 12. Gallahue fires far side. Brigle, the reception, is going to be taken out of bounds over there by Tucker Curl. He'll get to the 21-yard line. That will be a gain of 9 on the play. Brigle now with 8 catches for 81 yards unofficially. Actually, they give him 10 because that does move the chains. And a 1st and 10. Gallahue under heat is going to go down back near the 15-yard line, and a penalty marker is down at the 20. So let's check the flag. And an Edon offensive lineman is slow to get up, and now is up, but hobbled a bit. It's Trent Buck. What's the penalty marker now? We're at 1:53 to play in quarter number 3. It's 27-8 Edgerton with the lead. And I think it's maybe it is a cramping situation again that they're going to work on. So we have a injury timeout on the field. I didn't see a signal yet on what that flag was. It was a sack by Edgerton. Now we're going to get it. And it's going against Edon, and it's going to be declined. Edgerton will take the down because they got the sack. 1:53 left in the third. 27-8. Edgerton leading Edon. We'll be back for the end of the third quarter in just a moment.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Ridgedale has just taken the lead on Hilltop 7-6 late in the third quarter of play. We're late in our third quarter. Edgerton still up 27-8. The line of scrimmage now back to the 12-yard line. So it will be a third and long. Third down and 19, maybe 20 to go for the first down. Third and 19. Line to gain is the 31-yard line, and they're at the 12. So third down and 19 for Edon. Empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left. Gallahue gets the snap. Pressure coming, throws an out route, a diving attempt and a grab. Was it made by Dickman? It was, back near the original line of scrimmage. Good throw and catch that time to get 9. And it will be fourth down and 10 now. Down markers, is it third? Third down and 10, beg your pardon. Third down and 10. I thought that they had, since they had declined that penalty, that down account. All right, it's third down and 10. Gallahue scrambling for his life, now goes back and sacked back at the 12-yard line. Pursued, pressured, and dumped by Bryce Schrader. Back at the 12-yard line. And another Edon injury and another cramp, it appears. Trainers are starting to get their money's worth. We're going to stay right here with 1:24 left in this third quarter. That Edon offensive line, which for most of the game has been owned by Edgerton's offensive and defensive lines. Edgerton, when you do that for most of a night, it starts to really pay dividends where we're at now. Late third quarter and the fourth quarter. You're going to see some more, and actually they're working on an Edgerton kid here with some cramping at the 30-yard line. You always expect this, especially in your August games that you play. You have some cramping issues. That was Maddox Baker who had cramped up again for Edgerton. This might be Briggs Gallahue who's down here that they're stretching out. I didn't see, I don't want to say 100% certainty, but he was dumped back at the 13-yard line. If it is Briggs, it's fourth down. They've tended to him, so who's your backup punter, Edon? Because Briggs Gallahue's your punter. Unless Bob Olin would, well, you're not going to take a timeout to do this. It is Briggs, okay. And in a 27-8 game, you're not going to take a timeout just to get him out there to punt. And then again, in a cramping situation anyways, he wouldn't be ready. You work on all these scenarios, but you pay, when you get to that D7 level, you always wonder who your second string punter is. So let's see who comes out to punt on a fourth and forever for Edon. I mean, they'll be receiving the snap near their end zone. Edgerton is going to get great field position out of this. I'm not so sure if I'm Brody Flagle, I don't come after him. It'll be Kendall Brigle who will punt. Set to receive the snap at his own at his own goal line, I should say. Sanchez awaiting the punt at the 38-yard line with 1:24 left in this third quarter. And the snap came, but the officials, I don't think, had whistled it in for live play yet. And now whistles have stopped everything. We've hit a standstill here. And now a flag comes down. It's going to be a delay a game against Edon. So that'll back them up even farther. Two schools of thought here. If you're Brody Flagel, either send everybody or you do have a good return. And you have two guys deep now, which is a smart move in this situation in particular because you have a second punter in, and now you've got twins that are deep and good return men, good athletes in space in Kellen Sanchez and Caden Sinclair. And here's Brigle's punt that will come to the right, and a pretty good effort, but it'll be fielded at the 38 to the 30, running downhill 25. Sanchez to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's into the end zone for a 38-yard touchdown. He got all the bounce he needed, and then it was punt return left, and Sanchez takes it in for a house call. And Edon sees Edgerton get a special teams touchdown to make it 33-8. Boy, once he came and a great job of going to get that punt too by Kellen Sanchez near the sideline. He could have just been content with that thing going out of bounds. But athletes in space and playmakers go and make things happen, and that's what Kellen Sanchez just did. And now the Eldon extra point is going to be through, and it is 34-8. Edgerton with the lead in this one. Some updates to pass along to you. Antwerp has tightened things again. 9.5 to play. Montpelier 8. Antwerp 16 now. Meanwhile, early in the fourth quarter, Van Wert 35, Bryan 7. And our first final to give you, since it was a running clock, Delta 42-8 winners over Ayersville tonight. Here, it's 34-8 Edgerton on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard with 1:09 left in quarter number play. We'll see if Briggs Gallahue can come back out there after cramping up just before that punt. Sanchez and Baker have been do-it-all guys tonight for the Edgerton Bulldogs. Sanchez gets his second touchdown of the evening. He has a receiving touchdown of 27 yards, and then now the 38-yard punt return for the score. Eldon will kick it away. Stance is the deep man for Edon, awaiting this kickoff around his 14-yard line. And the Parker Eldon run-up and kick is drilled down the middle. Stance on a hop at the 13, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30. And he will be hauled in from behind. Good job making that play by Jackson Flower. And Flower with a stop at the 32-yard line. And Gallahue is back out there. So that's good for Edon and good for Briggs. First down and 10 for Edon at their own 32-yard line. As we mentioned, certainly some growing pains for Edon, but this night, and I know, and this is right now a really good coaching night for Brody Flagel in the fact that, you know what, they're comfortably up, but there's going to be a lot of sticking points to still coach up because of the offense kind of hitting a few lulls here in the second half. Gallahue trying to throw a swing pass here near side. Nobody home. Caden Stance was the closest receiving target. That pass sailed out of bounds, so it'll be second down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Exactly a minute to play here in this third quarter. But back to Edgerton, really good effort tonight all around. Again, they have punted here 3 times in the third quarter, but their defense has been terrific all night. Twins both ways. Gallahue wants to throw. Gallahue coming near side, 25-30, just going to jog out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. May have picked up a yard on that run. And now it'll be third down and 9. 3rd and 9 for Edon at their own 33-yard line. Ball resting, hash mark to the near side. 34-8 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 2 receivers to the short side of the field. That's to the right side. 3 receivers go left. Edgerton with 4 rushers coming. Gallahue wants to throw. Gallahue coming near side. Penalty flag is down. Pass is going to be caught by Lincoln Keese, who right now has a first down and a lot more as he ran through tackles all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's going to be 33 yards, but I think it's coming back, and Briggs Gallahue knows it. He's standing back there. That flag came in very quickly. Great individual effort by Lincoln Keese for 33, but it's going to be all for naught. The holding penalty against the Edon offensive line. And now 3rd and very long. By the way, Edon will be taking on Antwerp next week. That's a Saturday game. There are a couple of games. They have some Thursdays and Saturdays mixed in for TAC teams because the head of officials for the TAC left and took another job, but didn't finish scheduling officials. So a lot of schools have been left in limbo for Thursday and Saturday games. Edgerton, I think, plays Saturday next weekend against Hilltop because of the same type of situation. I think so that gives you, the high snap, it's over Gallahue's head. It's back at the 5, and he'll just fall on it back there. It will be a big-time loss on the play, and that is how the 3rd quarter is going to stumble to an end for this Edon Edgerton matchup. Loss back to the 5. 3 quarters in the books here at Stauffer Field in Edgerton. Our score, Edgerton 34, Edon 8. You're listening to Week 1 of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton, Ohio, where it is a 34-8 Edgerton lead. They're about ready to get the football back on a 4th and very, very long for Edon after that high snap. Don't forget, when we're done here, the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show with Ben Murray till at least 10, maybe a little bit after 10, depending on when we wrap everything up here. Get you caught up on all the games around the area in high school football for this week 1 of play. One final is already officially in with Delta manhandling Ayersville tonight. New Bremen well on their way to a win over Wayne Trace. Montpelier and Antwerp tight. Van Wert comfortably on Bryan. Hilltop and Ridgedale close. Woodmore rolling North Central. Haven't heard anything on that Wauseon Fairview game in a while. 28 apiece in that one. Now Wauseon was just a 3-win team last year, and they brought a lot of kids back. They really think they have a really good opportunity to make some noise. This thing marked at the 6. It's 4th and 36. Kick away. The last time Sanchez got his hands on it, he took it the distance. He has it out at the 46. Sanchez at the 40. Got a block. He's at the 40. Cut back 30. Still on his feet. 25. Down at the 20-yard line. And a good Sanchez return again. He got it at the 46. Took it down to about the 18, so 28 on the return. Have a night, Kellen Sanchez. Edgerton now a score away from making this a running clock game as they'll take over at the Edon 18-yard line. Liberty Center and Tenora, I believe that's gone final, 39-0. Liberty over Tenora, and that's 36 in a row in the regular season for Casey Moeller and the Tigers. Halfback either way, receiver both ways. Baker on the give on the inside. Sinclair to the 15. Somersault and catapults his way down to the 13-yard line. 5 on that run for Sinclair. That was his third carry of the game tonight. It will be second down and call it 6 from the 14-yard line, and another cramping situation here for Edgerton. We've seen about a half dozen now in the two teams here combined tonight. Just underway in the fourth, 34-8 Edgerton on their way to 1-0 on the season. We're going to stay right here because the big fella is up. That's Chris Lockwood, who is able to walk off the field. Next week, it's Delta at Fairview. Fairview locked into a tie score with Wauseon on the road tonight in that one. But Delta Fairview next week, and then Edgerton at Montpelier in week number 3. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right, Orlando Puente in the backfield along with Maddox Baker. On a second down and 6 at the 14. Puente on the zone read gets the carry. He will be stymied in the hole there defensively by Trent Buck. It's a short gain on the play, or no gain on the play for Puente. So it'll be third down and 6. And Puente is down and now up and is going to hobble off. 42-0 Liberty Center. There's officially 2:40 left in it. Liberty up 42-0 as they just kicked a field goal. They'll be able to put this right back into play. Third down and 6 from the 14-yard line. For Edgerton. Baker has Sanchez to his right, Sinclair to the left, receiver and tight end to the left, one receiver to the right side as Baker's in the gun. Baker gives inside. Sanchez stutter step move to the 10, dives his way inside the 5. He'll have a first down at the 4-yard line. Kellen Sanchez with 10 more. It'll be first and goal Edgerton at the 4-yard line. 34-8 Edgerton on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Right back to the line of scrimmage after a little mini huddle. 3 receivers to the left, kind of bunched together. Sinclair in the backfield next to Baker. One receiver to the right side, that's Gibson. Sweeping left, Baker has a convoy and is in for a touchdown. Baker on the 4-yard run, his third rushing touchdown of the game. And Edgerton has made it a running clock game. They now lead it 40-8. That's a 4-play, 18-yard drive. As Eldon is on for the extra point. .944 remaining. Kick is on the way, and the extra point is good. 41-8 Edgerton over Edon. We'll be back to Stauffer Field in just a moment.
Thiel Construction would like to wish the Edon Bombers good luck in tonight's game. It takes hard work and dedication to play any sport well, and Thiel Construction knows all about hard work and dedication. In business since 1961, Thiel's dedicated employees have worked hard to maintain a good reputation in the construction industry doing new and remodel projects, steel building projects completed from the ground up, complete pole barn services, and all of your concrete needs including driveways and patios. Call Thiel Construction today for your next project. And go Bombers!
Andy Brigle back with you here in Edgerton, Ohio. Opening night belonging to the Edgerton Bulldogs as they lead it 41-8 on their way to that 1-0 start on the season. By the way, when we get into our post-game wrap-up, we'll have some final numbers to talk about and some post-game awards to pass along as well here tonight. Had several new people come on board to join us. Coverage tonight also being brought to you tonight and all season by Batten Stevens Body Shop of Jewel, Ohio. State Bank and Trust, newcomer Schaefer Breininger, the Bryan Eagles, and Andres O'Neill and Lowe. Also presented to you by Peltz Lumber Company, Camco of West Unity, and the Bryan Home Center. Thanks to all of those great businesses joining us for high school football, basketball, and baseball season. Running clock in effect now as Eldon's run up and kick will sail into the end zone. It's his second touchback of the game, and Edon will have a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Tonight, Maddox Baker rushing touchdowns 3 times of 2 yards out and then a 4-yard TD run. Baker has a TD pass as well to Kellen Sanchez for 27 yards, and Sanchez has a 38-yard punt return for a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Edon score, Briggs Gallahue to Eli Dickman on a 5-yard scoring strike. 1st and 10, Edon at their own 20, 41-8 Edgerton. Clock moving toward 8.5 to play in this now moving clock 4th quarter. 2 receivers both ways for the Bombers. And new quarterback in for Edon is Jaron Grove. 6'1", 205-pound freshman is now your quarterback. Inside give, lost yardage on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 11 back at the 19-yard line. And both teams now will be utilizing this to get new faces out into this, or out onto the field and into this game now in a 41-8 game. Grove, the quarterback, has 3 receivers left and 2 receivers to the right. Grove wants to throw on a tunnel screen. It's in and out of the hands of Wyatt Wheeler, a sophomore. And now it'll be 3rd down and 10, perhaps hearing some footsteps. All in all, Brody Flagel going to be pleased with this tonight. Probably give it maybe a B. They did run into some quicksand in that 3rd quarter where they had to punt it multiple times. Edon got some stops. So good enough things, though, in every other phase of the game. I would say probably a B. Bob Olin knew that, again, transition year. You had 2 quarterbacks over the last 7 years in Drew Gallahue and Kyler Sapp, all Ohio kids, other kids surrounding them with talent as well that we talked about during the broadcast. And it's just going to be a growing season. That pass is completed by Grove to Brady Hand, who's a freshman. And it will be well short of the 1st down, so it'll be a 3 and out as we're down to 6:45 and counting to play in this one. Edgerton, a much, much more experienced football team, especially at some of the money positions, i.e. quarterback in Maddox Baker, their 3-year starter this year. They want to move up the food chain in the GMC this year. Fairview Tenora picked that ball, ricochets off a Bulldog, originally off Braden Stark, and then covered by Wyatt Slaybaugh back near midfield, and that's where Edgerton will start in what, quite frankly, could be their final drive of the game. You get in a running clock game, and all of this starts to really add up quickly. Utilize this to tell you the scoring as we get a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break as well. 6:01 to play. 41-8 Edgerton. Back in 30 seconds.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044.
All right, it is Edgerton football from midfield with a 1st down and 10. The quarterback, they give on a jet sweep here to Braden Stark. Penalty flag is down. Stark's going to run for 12, but it may all be for naught. Penalty flags flew. I believe that was Asher France that might have been in at quarterback on that snap. But early indication is it's going to be a hold against Edgerton, and it will. We will see Edon again. I feel like it's going to be week 4 when Summerfield, if that's the night Summerfield, Michigan comes to town. Again, Erie Mason, Summerfield, and Whiteford, along with North Central, new entries in the Toledo Area Athletic Conference this season. And for Edgerton, they want to try to chase down Fairview and Tenora, the top 2 teams at least projected by the coaches in that conference. France is the quarterback, has 3 receivers. He's running to the right side. The freshman gets outside and will be taken out of bounds. Tackle on the near side made by Trenton Worley. Right there on the boundary. And it'll be second down and long. 41-0. New Bremen has defeated Wayne Trace. That's a final. New Bremen 41, Wayne Trace nothing. It will be second down and 16 for Edgerton at their own 44. Van Wert smoked Bryan tonight 42-7. That has gone final. 4.5 and rolling to play in our game before it goes final. 41-8 Edgerton. 2 receivers both sides of the formation on this second down and 16. Man going in motion to the far side. They'll give it to Slayball on the jet sweep, and Brady Trent, 6'4", 262-pound sophomore, engulfed him, bringing him down back at the 40-yard line, and now it'll be third down and about 20, third and 20 from their own 40. Want to use this opportunity to thank Bob Olin and Brody Flegel for getting us prepped for this one tonight. Keith Merrillet, the athletic director over here. They do such a great job at Edgerton. It is now second year of this amazing facility, this press box facility that Edgerton has me in my own room here, which I love. I love all the places that we go. Everybody does a great job, ADs and facilities that we go to. Little bubble screen to the near side. Mason Eldon the catch. He's at the 45 and still moving the pile out near the 48-yard line. We'll have 8 yards. It'll be 4th and 12. And it'll be a punting situation for Edgerton with 3:15 to play in this one. Look forward to get to Fairview next week for Delta at Fairview. Scott Hyland, one of the great wide receivers in Fairview history, now the AD taking over for Paul Yunker. He'll do a great job there, and looking forward to heading to Apache's country for Fairview and Delta. Deltas want to know, is Fairview going to be? Little roll that's going to be scooped up. Edon has it. And running around, it's Harrison Myers who is going to be brought down back inside the 30 with 2:40 left in this one. Montpelier 24, Antwerp 16, 2:38 to play in that one. So they'll send Grove back out. Again, a 6'1", 205-pound freshman quarterback. See how he grows and develops. Bob Olin had about 4 or at least 4 guys that took some kind of quarterback snaps, either in practice or in scrimmages or both. Grove got the high snap, sends it on a crosser, and it's Gage Cisneros on the grab. He has a first down out to the 42-yard line and 15 yards on that over the middle, the crossing route. Minute 45 to play in this one. Edgerton 41-8 over Edon. Our post-game wrap-up show will get underway here in just 90 seconds. Grove with an empty backfield. Wants to throw a screen. It is going to be Wyatt Wheeler on the catch and run. 45-50. Wheeler still on his feet down to the 44-yard line. 15 on the play. And that'll move the chains for the Bombers as we count down to a minute left in this one. Again, our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show is on the way next. Ben, if you see anything, get anything on that Fairview-Wauseon game, let us know. It was 28 apiece last we heard. Wauseon much improved, or hoping to be much improved, giving Fairview all they want. There's another screen over the middle. Edon with another grab made by Brady Hand. And he will slide his way for 11 to the 33-yard line. 30 seconds left. In a 41-8 game on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Just looking, Baker will end up with unofficially 140 passing yards on the night. Grove to throw, looks toward the end zone, got a man open, and it's caught for a touchdown. They have to stop it because it is not a running clock anymore. So basically we'll have a kickoff, and that's what's going to end it. As Grove, as a freshman, gets his first touchdown pass, and a good ball. 41-14. Edon will go for two. 5.6 seconds left in the game. Grove will spread the field. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right side. Grove throws far side. It's incomplete. Intended for Wheeler. So for all intents and purposes, this thing going to end 41-14. As we said, just the kickoff will be needed here with 5 seconds left in this one. We'll stay right here. So 140 yards passing unofficially and a TD for Maddox Baker. He will also have 66 yards rushing and 3 TDs, while Kellen Sanchez ends up the night, 81, 87, 90. Unofficially, I've got Sanchez over 100. 13 carries for 102 yards rushing. Plus you throw in his receiving yards of 53. So there's 155 yards. And the 38-yard, 193 yards tonight of total yards for Sanchez. The punt return touchdown and the receiving touchdown. I think we got a final on that game. It won't be the kickoff that ends this thing because it's fielded on 2 knees. So it'll just be a snap to end it. And yeah, no, that's an old score, Ben. So we want to get that refreshed. I'm not going to pass that one along. Wauseon Fairview, will keep you an eye on that along with everything else around the area. This one about ready to go final from Edgerton here tonight on what was a beautiful night for football. Edgerton will say it's even more beautiful. 41-14, Edgerton, your final. Sit tight, our post-game wrap-up with some awards and more coming your way next on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wauseon. Have you ever tried sleeping on a mattress so bad even your dog wouldn't nap on it? Yeah, we've been there. Backaches, cranky mornings, and coffee that just doesn't work hard enough. At Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wauseon, we believe furniture should fit your life, not fight it. Whether you need a Lazy Boy sofa or recliner for movie marathons or a comfortable White Dove or Serta mattress that doesn't attack your spine, we've got you covered. Sleep better, sit longer, smile more. Your body and your Netflix binge will thank you. And don't worry, we're local, right here in Wauseon. So pop into our 15,000 square foot showroom to find your perfect fit today. Tell us the radio sent you, and we might even laugh at your jokes. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, so comfy you'll stop visiting your in-laws.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Michael Jordan once said, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen. The Edgerton Bulldogs want it, wish for it, and make it happen. The Edgerton Athletic Boosters want to thank all of the Edgerton athletes for their hard work and dedication and want to wish the athletes and coaches good luck. So from the Edgerton Athletic Boosters, go get 'em Bulldogs. We're behind you all of the way. Good luck to all the Edgerton athletes.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends at a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest. Looking for comfort and savings? Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan has great indoor furniture and mattresses on sale with savings up to 30% off plus closeouts up to 50% off. And with football season here, kick back and watch the big game in a brand new recliner starting at only $299. Don't wait. Shop today and save at Bryan Home Center in the old Rite Aid building in Bryan.
At Wellness Huddle in Edon, Ohio, we believe in a healthier you. Whether you're looking for natural pain relief, increased energy, or better overall wellness, our expert team is here to help. From chiropractic care and nutrition to innovative therapies like PEMF and weight loss solutions, we offer personalized programs designed to fit your needs. Take the first step toward feeling your best. Visit us at wellnesshuddle.com or phone 419-272-5209. Learn how we can support your journey to better health. Wellness Huddle, today's direction, tomorrow's destination. United Oil in Ney supplies and delivers home heating oil, farm fuel, diesel, and propane for your home, farm, or business throughout Northwest Ohio and with dependable service and competitive pricing. Call 1-800-962-9839. That's 1-800-962-9839 or stop by United Oil in Ney, serving you with dependable service for over 70 years. United Oil saying good luck to all athletes in this game.
Welcome back one final time to Stauffer Field in Edgerton as we continue with our postgame wrap, our kickoff, our postgame wrap-up show for tonight. An Edgerton win 41-14. Maddox Baker ends the night 140 yards unofficially through the air, a touchdown pass, plus 15 rushes for 66 yards total and 3 rushing touchdowns. So he accounted for 4 touchdowns and over 200 yards of offense did Baker. But not to be outdone, Kellen Sanchez had 13 carries for 102 rushing yards. He also caught a couple of passes for 53 yards, including a 27-yard TD, and accounted for another 38 in a punt return, so 138 total yards for Kellen Sanchez tonight. That kind of highlights Edgerton as far as their big hitters tonight. Briggs Gallahue, 14 of 28 unofficially for 125. He rushed for 24 yards as he was under some pressure tonight. That rushing total saw negative yardage in the second half. Kendall Brigle caught 8 passes for 84 yards. Eli Dickman 4 for 40 yards, and Edon's only touchdown of the night. All of that adding up to a 41-14 Edgerton win here this evening. Now, let's hand out some awards here in this thing tonight. We start with a Baton Stevens collision of the game tonight. It's going to be a defensive hit by Jackson Flower that jarred it loose on a crossing route that Edon was trying to run. Flower blew it up, and that is our big-time collision of the game, presented by Baton Stevens, voted the #1 body shop in the region on Independence Road in Jewell, Ohio. Come in with confidence. Drive out with satisfaction at Baton Stevens. The next award to hand out is the McMahon's Best One Tire Best Play of the Game tonight, and we're going to make that Kellen Sanchez punt return for a touchdown covering 38 yards for the score. And that's the McMahon's Best One Tire Best Play of the Game tonight. Remember, that's where the best costs less. And our final award to hand out tonight is the MVP award. This was a tough call, so we're going to make it co-MVP because of how well both of these young men played and how integral they were to the win tonight. Maddox Baker and Kellen Sanchez are our co-MVP of the game tonight, presented to you by your Edward Jones dealer. In fact, let's tell you about them. Support for high school sports comes from Melissa Stockman and April Whitty at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. They are your Edward Jones financial advisors. For more information, visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. So those are all of the awards to hand out for our post-game show. Again, our thanks to the coaches, Brody Flagel and Bob Owen, athletic director Keith Marillet, and all of our terrific sponsors and helping you bring you this game tonight, and all of our amazing listeners who tuned in tonight. A well-earned, really good win for Edgerton to start the year as they roll over Edon 41-14. And they end that little two-game skid in the series. It's Edgerton's first win over Edon since 2022. So once again, our final 41-14. That'll do it for me tonight. Next week, Delta at Fairview. By the way, Fairview won that game over Wauseon tonight, 34-28. So they'll both be 1-0 heading into next week's early season showdown. Ben Murray's up next with the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union Scoreboard Show. And again, our final from here, 41-14, Edgerton beats Edon. So long, everybody.